What's poppin', motherfuckers? My name is Kärel.
My name is Seamo.
What up, yos? My name is Max. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week.
Episode 47.
Back in the stew,
Back
baby.
in the motherfucking stew.
Finally, man.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
too long.
Hey, shout out Deca Polinari. Shout out Seamus. Shout out Max.
Hey,
Shout out everybody listening with
couple
us
goofy
tonight.
dudes.
Hey, let's have a good
Let's hear
time.
it. Let's hear it, Decker.
I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin.
Three goofy
who like to
dudes.
discuss their problems and figure
Until he
out ways
leaves.
to solve them and challenge the
T-minus
listeners.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
This
This is hold us accountable.
Welcome to host Accountable Motherfuckers.
Woo, episode 47.
Welcome.
No filters tonight.
Hell no.
Never
Man.
has been.
Woo!
We back in the stew.
Man, it feels good to be back. It's been too long.
Got my coconut shirt on.
That's when you know it's a big deal.
Feeling a little
Coconut shirt
groovy.
on. Got a big schlong. Sorry. Ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen, very nice to have all you here. Max,
Yes.
what's going on? James, what's going
Hey.
on, motherfuckers?
Oh, you know, we just hanging out.
How y'all been doing?
Been doing good,
Good.
man. Been missing the stew.
I know,
Been sick.
man.
Holidays,
Little
been
sick.
sick, dude.
Well,
But we're back at it like
We,
a motherfucking crack addict.
like we never left, baby. Like we
Yeah,
never left.
Never left.
Yeah, so before we get into catching up with everything, getting back on track with our monthly challenges, weekly challenges, breaking it all down, talking beers, talking everything, hold us accountable.
Who was shit?
First and foremost, if you are just listening, we have timestamps for the show. They're in the show description on Apple Podcasts in the description, and then same thing on YouTube and all that good stuff. They're also going to be, if you're watching, they're going to be right up here.
Right there, right fucking there. Look
And
up
you
there.
can
eh?
skip ahead throughout the video, throughout the audio, listen to what you want, don't listen to what you don't want to,
Yeah.
and, all that good stuff.
What do we got? We got
Um,
fucking weekly, monthly challenge updates. We got fucking beer of the week,
Yeah.
joke of the week.
Yeah, so skip around. It's all. It'll be
Skip
all
around.
up there.
It's your time.
Skip around. Really don't have to listen to it all the way through. But yeah, so look for that. If you have questions, you can't find it, or not working for you, just let us know. Find us
Yeah,
on
man.
social media. Give us a message. We'll help you
Yeah.
figure that out. If you like the show and you want to help us out, give us if you're listening wherever you can rate and review. That would be helpful. Apple Podcasts, I know there's a spot you can give us some stars and write a little comment about the show.
Stars.
Give us as many stars as you can. Write something. Tell us what beer you're drinking while you're listening. Tell us your favorite beer. Give us a beer suggestion. Anything in the comments.
Yeah, man.
Help spread the popularity of the show
Yeah,
somehow
word of mouth is
throughout
the best.
throughout the app.
Yeah.
And what we're all about in this show, man, we try
Yeah,
new
what do we
shit.
do here?
Try new shit monthly, weekly. We get new challenges from jujitsu to woodworking to writing to reading to anything, man. Anything.
We just like to try things that we've always thought would be fun to try, but have never had really motivation to do it.
Yeah,
so this show is kind of like a kick in our ass to try jujitsu, to try brewing our own beer, to try woodworking and making our own table,
Yeah, man,
to reading and writing, to trying all those things that we've thought about trying but have just put it off. So
a portal
Dessert.
to a more interesting life.
Ooh,
My
Spice
friend.
things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Spice it up.
And as
Spice
we're
it up.
going through these activities week by week, we'll come on the show and talk about it, break it down, how it's
Absolutely.
doing, the highs, the lows, a lot of lows, a lot of
Yeah.
highs.
The goals, the flows, the do's, the don'ts. you
All
know
of
what
it.
I mean?
All of it.
Yeah, but most
All of
importantly, we all get a little thirsty.
We get thirsty, man.
You guys thirsty?
Oh, I'm
I
feeling
am
a little
thirsty.
You're thirsty.
man.
You're thirsty. I'm
Let's
thirsty.
get into it, man.
Everybody's thirsty, motherfuckers.
Let's get into
Episode
that beer of the
47.
week.
It's the goddamn beer of the week. Let's go with it. Seamus Johnson, Maximilian, crack me open some of that motherfucking shit. Let's go, episode 47. Welcome back.
I like beer 'cause it is good. I drink beer because I
Oh?
drink. If there was a song to sing,
I
sing
drink
it and bury your brain.
Hey,
Drink
hey,
beer when I
hey.
am sad.
Ooh.
'Cause love beer, it makes me glad.
Ooh.
Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink.
Yeah.
Oh, and we are drinking a good beer today, fellas. We are drinking Keweenaw Brewing Company's Point Trail Ale.
Yummy.
It is a rye India Pale Ale.
Out of Houghton.
Out of Houghton, Michigan. Point Trail Rye PA is brewed with just enough malted rye to lend a spicy crispness to an already complex, multi-hopped beer. Man, I feel like I just read that or something.
Deja vu.
Hey, it's a good beer. It's a
Deja
tasty.
vu in the stew, you know what I mean? It is tasty, though. It is. It hits you with the hop early,
Hey,
but
real quick. Cheers, buds.
Hey, cheers,
Hey,
fellas.
cheers.
Hey, cheers. Cheers, everybody listening.
cheers to everyone
Cheers to all of
listening.
you.
Cheers to you.
Crack a beer. Tell us what kind of beer you're drinking. Let us know what you like.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe we'll drink it next time on the show.
Any info on the old Kiwana Brewing Comp?
Oh, you know it. So we're going to talk about one of their tap rooms, the Houghton Tap Room. If a trip to the Michigan's Copper Country is your future, consider a stop at the Kiwana Brewing Company's tap room. We're located in the center of downtown Houghton on the north side of Sheldon Avenue.
Oh, Sheldy.
They feature daily selections of fresh beers brewed right on premise. Sacks of roasted peanuts. This is just about their tap room. I thought this was about their brewery.
They got sacks of roasted chestnuts.
Just in time for Christmas. If you're looking at KBC, we're about great beer for a great price. $3 pints.
Ooh.
In a comfortable setting.
$3 pints.
You won't be a stranger long, and we hope you'll keep coming back.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Neat little fact about this: the proceeds from the sale of Point Trail Ale go to benefit the Copper Harbor Trails Club. So I think proceeds go to keep up the trails. You know,
Yeah,
you know how we
absolutely.
like the
Hey,
trails.
Keep us
absolutely, yes,
walking.
sir. Keep
Right.
feet
Keep
moving.
us trailing.
This
man.
is a 7% ABV. I'm having trouble finding the IBUs on this. Let's see though.
Yeah, the Kiwana website's a little short, a little brisk.
A little short on
No
info.
IBU. That one
No
says.
IBU.
And also, real quick, whether our sponsor of the beer of the week is Rooted in Nature,
Yeah.
a company who does a beautiful job distributing essential oils, anything from essential oils to organic kind of
Laundry detergents.
dish soaps,
Yeah.
anything you use in your daily life.
All natural.
All natural.
Good, healthy products.
Absolutely.
Shout out, Rooted in Nature.
Rooted in
Shout
Nature.
out. Yes, indeed. Rooted in Nature. Yeah, they've got everything. We'll put their website link in the show description.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we will also throw it up on the screen up here. But yeah, Rooted in Nature. Good call, man.
Yeah, man, check it out. Our friend, our sponsor, they do a beautiful job. Anybody who
They
is
do, man. They got everything from household cleaners, hand soaps, face scrubs, body lotion, the diffusers, the essential oils.
Oh yeah.
But Rooted in Nature promotes sustainable health and living for the outdoorsy, adventurous souls. And again, you can get everything from essential oils and diffusers to, like we said, those household cleaners, hand soaps, face scrubs. They got like just all kinds of good, environmentally friendly
Yeah.
cleaning things for the house, yourself.
You want a product that is not made in a factory, not made out of a bunch of bullshit.
Bunch of that bullshit.
Sort of that Rooted in
You're not-
Nature, man. They do it.
Yeah.
They do it well. They do it right, and they do it tight. So
And
yeah,
it's
hit
a
it
great
up.
gift. Christmas is coming up.
Christmas is
Absolutely.
coming.
Great
Yeah.
gift for anybody. Anybody you can find a gift for anybody on their website.
Absolutely. Go
So-
check them out, Rooted in Nature, and yeah, it's the sponsor of the beer of the week.
sponsor
man.
of the beer of the week is Rooted in Nature. Thank you, Rooted in Nature. We appreciate it
100%.
and love the products. Use them every day.
Every day, and they're awesome, man. I really like their laundry detergent. Big fan of their soaps, hand soaps.
The best smelling stuff around.
Oh,
Let me
my
tell you what.
God, man,
Let
and
me
it feels
tell you
so
what.
natural.
Feel good, feel clean, and I feel good about being clean.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
It's the best kind of feeling.
Point
thanks-
Trail Ale,
So
right?
thanks, Rooted in Nature, for the Point Trail Ale Rye PA.
Good beer.
It's
Good beer.
beautiful beer. Great
It is
beer.
good. Hits you hard with the hops, but then it doesn't linger. The
Yeah.
bitterness fades, and you can really enjoy.
Just the
Enjoy
natural
the-
sip.
I see what they mean by
Yeah.
a little spicy crispness.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Crispness.
Christmas.
Oh. Well, fellas, we're rating this beer off. So it's episode 47. So we're gonna be rating this beer off of Packers who have worn the number 47.
God damn, we got to get all these 40s.
Yeah, we do, man. I have the almanac bookmarked to the 47s.
Shout out our manager
Shout out.
hooking us up with that book. So what we
it's
do
cool.
usually right now, since it is Packer season, we are rating our beers off of any player who wore the number of the episode that we're on. So we're on episode 47, and we're going to rate this off of any Packer who wore number 47, which
Yes, sir.
is
Not
very
many.
fucking limited.
All right, hold on. Pause for a second. Okay, we're still good.
All right. We're good.
Okay, now I know to hit don't use when we do that. Okay. I was like, shoot, which
fucking
one did I
scared
hit?
me for
I
a
was like,
second,
which one did
man.
I hit last time? I'm pretty sure I hit
It's like
use.
gambling.
Oh God!
All
All
right,
right,
all right.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So back
So
to
if you're at home, you're cracking a beer, you're pouring yourself a drink, anything. What we're rating off is Packers who wore number 47. If you're a
Yes,
Packer
sir.
fan, do as we do. And I can't think of one fucking Packer who wore 47. So I guess I'll use this handy dandy computer thing I got. Oh, actually,
yeah, the
no,
almanac's
fuck
pretty
that.
handy. I mean, there's one guy and I know who I think. I mean, just based on there's actually two guys just based on longevity of how long they wore the number. Seamus, did you find
Jake Ryan.
Yeah,
That's what I was looking at.
just sturdy
Yeah.
linebacker.
Sturdy guy.
No, I know what I'm going to give it.
There's
Yeah,
there was another guy who wore the number
Yeah.
for like 6 years, cornerback, I think, from like what was it? 56 to
It's
or no.
53 to 56, 58 to 64.
58 to 64 is what I was thinking.
Old Jesse Wittenhaus.
Oh, the old
out of
Wittenhaus.
Southern Methodist.
Oh, the old SMU.
Actually, no, Justin Wittenhouse is out of Texas Western.
Oh, the old Western Texas Western son of a bitch.
In 1933, Milt Gandenbein out of Wisconsin. wore number 47.
Gambino is what they call him.
the old Gambino.
The old Gambino.
Jake Ryan was a thing for a bit.
Yeah, he was supposed to be
He
good,
was he was supposed to be good.
but never really
you know,
was
I'm
great.
gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna jump ahead of you guys. I'm gonna give this
jump ahead.
Atari Bigby.
Ooh.
Even though he didn't wear the number, he wore number 20
20. Yeah.
for most of his time with the Packers. But Atari Bigby, big hitting. My name is Atari Bigby,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, man. He wore number 47, man, for a year,
What
man.
was that? Just like the 2005 season?
2005 season,
Yeah.
man. Atari Bigby out of Central Florida, man. And this is a good hitting beer, man.
yeah.
So I'm going to take Atari Bigby.
Yeah.
There you go.
What do you guys think?
Seamo,
Well,
what
I
are
was-
you going with?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at Jake Ryan, man. I mean, you
Jake
know,
Ryan.
he's
Yeah.
a
Hey.
solid linebacker. You know what I mean? He played right next to Blake Martinez, and
Mhm,
a neat little
mhm.
fact they got the duo nickname, a little Jake and Blake, baby.
Jake.
A little Jake.
A little
And a
Blake.
little
And a little bit.
Blake.
Blake. I
Jake
like
and Blake, baby.
Jake and Blake. I like it.
I think he was he was playing okay, but then I think he tore an ACL or something at
Yeah,
one point.
he had quite
Yeah.
a few injuries.
What the fuck happened to Jake Ryan?
I think he just got hurt, man. And
Yeah.
just was never quite the same player.
Yeah, but I think he
Um,
ended up going over to the Jags. He's a free agent right now, but he played for the Jaguars on a year and the Ravens maybe for like a little bit. or like
Okay.
off season /
Yeah.
practice
Just the
squad.
body.
Yeah.
Just the body. Who was that? Who was the cornerback in there? Wittenhouse?
Oh, Wittenhouse.
I'll throw him down.
All right.
Wittenhouse. We got Jake Ryan. We got Wittenhouse. We got Atari.
We got
Big
48
D.
and 49 to get to.
Oh my god.
Can't wait. Can't wait for the 50s. Man.
We should just for 48 and 49. We should just try to find 2 shitty beers.
Yeah.
Just
Just we
I
make.
mean,
Oh,
what's a shitty beers like? What are we gonna get? Point beer
we
again?
can go.
or-
We can go back to that chocolate milk stout or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I think for 48 and 49 we should have Seamus pick out the beers.
Hey, I'm pretty good at that.
Peanut butter stout.
Peanut butter milk chocolate shake.
peanut butter banana milkshake with marshmallows on top.
There's a
It's like
beer.
a protein shake with hops. Atari Bigby though, that's a big hit and that's good. Jake Ryan,
Yeah, he's good. He's good
he
shit.
was a ball player.
Solid beer overall.
Wittenhouse.
Wittenhouse was just. I mean, he
Flavorful.
played for the 6 years. Couldn't have been that
Couldn't
bad.
have been that bad, especially was that back in the Lombardi era?
It was
Wittenhouse.
56 to 64.
Yeah, that's Lombardi era.
What was his name again?
It was fucking Jesse Wittenhouse.
Jesse Wittenhouse.
1958 to 1964.
Let's Google this guy quick.
Yeah, that's Google Haas.
It's worth a goog.
Worth a
I
goog.
bet he's an ugly fuck.
White House, no.
A politician.
Wow, a man of many
A
talents.
man. Oh, behind the scenes of the Packers at the White House.
What, how do you spell? How do I? Let me see that.
W-I-T-T-N
Let me see that. W-I-T-T Haas. Oh, thanks, bud.
Carl versus Dictionary. Wittenhouse.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's so back in the years, Google
Oh,
can't even.
Wittenton, not Wittenhouse.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Wittenhouse sounded good, bro. Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh, look at that guy.
Oh, look at that. Popped right up. Oh, there he is.
Oh, look at this son of a bitch.
Hey, yeah, that's a good-looking guy.
He's
He's not
a good-looking
ugly.
fucker, huh?
Urshel James
Oh.
Jesse Wittenton. I almost said Wittenhouse.
Urshole.
The Urshel was an American football player who played 9 seasons in the NFL, mainly for the Green Bay Packers. Wittenton also played golf on the senior PGA Tour in the late 1980s.
Wow.
Born in Big Spring, Texas.
Let's check this guy.
Best finish was tied for 21st at the old showdown
Look
in
at this guy.
1989.
Look at this Texas.
Look at that guy.
Look at
He
this
looks like a
Texas
Texas
motherfucker.
dick.
6 foot, 193
Honors.
pounds.
Associate Press All-Pro team, Pro Bowl selection, Packers 50th anniversary team, Packers all modern era.
Oh, look at this. Well,
at
Jesse
this guy.
Wittenton might not have gained as much notoriety as some other defenders on Vince Lombardi's championship teams, partially because he retired at age 30.
Ah.
He was an elite cornerback and an all-around old-school athlete.
It's like this beer. Just like this
Just
beer.
like this
Just
beer.
like this beer.
As a pro cornerback, Wittenton was a 2-time Pro Bowl choice and a gambler,
Oh,
but one who rarely made mental mistakes.
Rambling man. Sorry.
Well, that's Rambler, not
Gambler.
Gambler.
Yeah.
You gotta know when to
My
hold
father
up.
was a gambler down in Texas.
There we go. There we
All
go.
right.
Word of the week is gambler. R-A-M-B-L-E-R. Rambler. Yeah, so he was a cornerback for the Lombardi teams.
I love a
He had
guy.
quick reactions, a nose for the ball, and a knack for being in the right place at the right time.
Sounds just
Man.
like Tommy. What a
Just
guy.
like
dude.
this beer.
Shut up.
Shout out.
Mr. Rambler.
Just like, oh, now I know who Jesse Wittenhouse is.
You ain't shitting if you were Witten, baby.
Oh, man. So that's the old beer of the week.
Oh, man, that is the beer of the motherfucking week.
And it's brought to us and brought to you by Rooted in Nature.
Rooted in nature, man. Go get your essentials.
Your soaps.
Ah.
Yeah. Diffusers.
Diffusers, your body lotions. Household cleaners. All that good stuff. Thank you, Rooted in Nature. This is a tasty
Ladies and
beer.
gentlemen, we're drinking fucking Wittenhaus Kiwani Brew. Brought to you by Rude in Nature. Yeah.
I like beer because it is good. I drink beer because I should.
Yeah.
If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer.
Episode
you
47.
I drink beer when I am sad.
We
'Cause
back.
Beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink.
Wittenhaus.
Yeah.
What a fucking tune.
Woo! We are drinking Rooted in Nature, brought to you by Jesse Whittington of the Haas Brewing Company.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah,
Oh
man.
man, so how you guys been? What have y'all been up to? We've been sick. We've been hunting.
Been
we've
fucking-
been going to school.
Ah,
Yeah, you're
Man.
almost graduated.
maybe if I can fucking finish it up.
Oh
Yeah, man.
how good of a feeling is that gonna be?
I mean, once I'm done, fucking great. Right
You still
now,
holding a 4-point?
still holding the 4
Hey,
point.
look at the big brains on Seamo.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
I'm trying my best, but this last one's a doozy.
What's the last one?
My last class is mobile applications.
Oof.
Building apps for phones. It's,
Don't you build apps? Isn't that your life?
Yeah.
So you
Just
better ace that bitch.
learning a new language. And the teacher doesn't know the language, so I'm teaching myself.
Oh,
Nice,
the worst.
nice. Well, finish that out with a 4-point.
Fucking trying. I got 1 week
We'll
left.
put your diploma on the old wall in the store.
Oh, are you guys coming to my graduation?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We'll
well,
put
Bring the microphone.
We'll be there with
bro.
a beer of the week.
There we
Oh,
go.
we'll put your diploma right next to Max's medical marijuana card he got in
Yeah.
California.
Bring the GoPro. We'll put it up on the fucking the old webpage. You know.
Hell yeah, man.
Shout out Seamus. He
Shout out.
fucking did
You
it.
fucking did it. Well, let's
Man.
not speak too soon.
I'll walk up
Well.
on the stage, go, whoa!
Hey, I'd like to take some credit for being the guy in the crowd for all your goddamn presentation.
Yeah, you're right. You did help me out, bud. Appreciate it.
Max was there last night, or the other night. You did give him a little shout out.
I did give you a
Max,
shout
you got a
out.
question? Nope.
You just did such a good job. I
Oh,
didn't have
yeah,
any
no,
questions to
yeah.
ask.
He did ask me a question in the middle of his presentation, and I did not pay attention. Anybody got any? Or you asked me a question about different types of cloud computing.
Yeah.
Different types of cloud computing.
Oh, you don't know? No, don't worry about it.
We'll give you a pamphlet.
It's good to know you're paying attention.
I was watching the Patriots game. Max, how you been, bud?
They ran the ball and then they ran it again. Anyway, I've been good. Been good.
You get that duplex?
Been good. Working on it.
Working on it.
Don't want to talk too soon, so we
Alright,
won't.
alright.
Don't want to say too much about it, but
All right.
things are looking more positive than they have in a little while.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
I've been busy with that. The dog has got a cracked nail that's been
Ooh.
bugging the
He's a wild animal.
shoots. I've spent more money on this damn nail than I don't.
Then
Ah,
fucking
than,
Donald Trump spent on hookers, you know?
yeah,
Something like that.
Something like
something like that. But no,
Yeah.
things
But how's
are good.
the dog's doing good?
He's doing good. It's just
Tape
a
it out.
That
process.
shit's got to be sore.
Rub
I
some
mean.
dirt on
It's
it.
just a process of like he has to let it heal for a
Yeah.
little bit, and like anytime he goes outside, I gotta wrap it, put a boot on him.
Oh, yeah. I
And
bet you
then-
that nerve is just sticking out.
Exactly.
Fuck, that would
so,
suck.
Oh,
So we got some. Yeah, it's just been a pain in the ass. It's not, it's like your animal's hurting, you know it, so it like
yeah.
you feel it a little bit.
Sympathetic,
Yeah,
yeah.
you feel it. So
Our kitty's just on crack.
Literally all the time.
well,
Yeah.
Pissing
Well, I
in
think-
my closet.
Yeah.
Pissing on our clothes.
I
That's
think we
normally
put
how Herc
catnip
is,
spray on
but-
every one of his toys, so I think he's just constantly
Cracked out.
just high as a bitch.
I love that toy.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Dude, the other day, this motherfucker, I'm sitting doing laundry, and I have a mattress or a chair pad that he already peed on laying out, and he hopped back on it, and I'm doing laundry, and he's looking right at me, and I'm looking at him, and he's just like kind of like slumped, like kind of right into this pillow. And I'm like, hey, motherfucker, like, go upstairs. And he didn't move. and all of a sudden I see pee leaking out from underneath the pen, and I'm like, "You're peeing, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's my first discipline I've ever done to an animal. I poured a bucket of water on the little puppy. Yeah, he wasn't pumped.
Gotta
He
teach
was
him.
so soaked. Yeah, I mean, I
He
don't know
was
if it
so
taught
soaked.
him anything, but I just got him wet. Yeah. So it's cool having an animal.
Yeah, but yeah,
It's cool having
it is.
Yeah.
It's great.
I
but
love the fuck.
Everything smells like piss. He's a great dude, though. He's a good dude.
Isn't that the
Love
thing?
that
Like,
cat.
it's the
Yeah, I do
best,
too.
but then it's also like one of the most.
And that's the worst part about it. It's like
stressful.
he
like,
peed on this shit right in front of me, and I so badly just wanted to fucking throw him. But I'm like, you're fucking cute, and I love you. So I'm
if it
just
was
gonna
in-
pour a
Is
bucket
that,
of.
is that how people feel about their children sometimes?
Oh my
when they're
God,
just being on
dude.
fire?
I
It's like,
can't-
I want
Right.
to fucking
If
toss
you didn't, if you didn't look like me, I would beat.
I
the
can't
shit.
wait for
If
my.
I want to go to jail, no, just kidding.
I can't wait for my kid to pee their bed and just dump a bucket of water on him. Shit!
Then all of a sudden, Carl will be sleeping one day and he's just getting water dumped on. What the fuck, Dad? You're peeing.
Oh, you got me good, you
Oh,
motherfucker.
you learned. You did learn.
See, that would be a good moment in my life.
That
That'd be a
would be good.
learning moment.
Like, oh,
Yeah, so I'm
Thanks.
starting with cats.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
Yeah. How you doing, Carl?
I'm doing all right, man. Working.
working.
Working,
The windows
fucking-
are the windows.
Windows are,
Are they on the walls?
they're
wow.
supposed to be. I don't know, man.
How are those weekly morning meetings?
Fucking stupid. I skip them. Well,
Oh,
fuck 'em.
that entertaining.
I
huh?
can't skip Tuesdays because that has to do with kind of me. Wednesdays, show up late because I don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm fucking building windows, dude. It's fucking stupid.
Right. I'm not trying
Doing
to.
great.
It's awesome.
You know, every day,
Heck yeah.
sanding some wood.
Sanding wood.
Sanding wood.
Staining.
Staining.
Spraying.
Seamus, how's your job going?
Yeah, how's it? Yeah.
It's fucking good.
Big
sound-
project. Big
tr-
project.
Oh, big.
Building
oh,
apps.
yeah, big project. I don't remember the last time. I think this happened after our last show, but I had my boss took me out for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
The day before, he's like, don't bring a lunch tomorrow. I'm taking you out. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Big
all right."
time.
So
Big
he-
time.
He took me out. You know,
Where'd you guys go?
Well, you went to El Serape.
Oh.
yeah.
Arriba!
Yeah. and-
Muy bueno, verga.
Muy bueno. But
The burritos were good.
see,
See.
yeah,
Bueno.
I did get a
Burrito
burrito.
es mucho grande. Huh?
Very big burrito.
Okay, yeah.
But no,
Yeah, we're
he
idiots.
took me out. So I'm an intern right now. But he's like, you know, you've exceeded all my expectations. You know, you did a great job, and I want to find a permanent spot for you here in the company.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Fucking congrats,
Hey,
man.
Good for
Thank
you.
you.
Good
Thank
for
you.
That's big
Yeah.
shit. Hey.
Hey. So between graduation and this going on, I got some good things
Dude,
happening. Just
that's
just
awesome.
gotta finish the year out.
Nice.
That position would start, first of the year, hopefully.
Nice. Nice.
And then just gotta graduate school. So I mean, everything's up. Just a little
Fuck yeah,
stressful
man.
right
Of
now.
course.
I got
Hey,
a lot of projects, a lot of homework to finish
But
out, but
it's all gonna be worth it.
it's all
in the
gonna be
end.
worth it.
Dude, congrats. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
You're
I appreciate
getting that. I just heard I'm getting raised. Maybe we gotta get a new house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Upgrade.
Upgrade.
A couple more cats.
Hey,
Get a HUA house?
Who a
Ooh,
house?
a
Oh.
A fucking fraternity?
That'd be kind of dope.
That'd be cool. We should do it right in the middle of like downtown fucking ghetto Green Bay. That'd be dope. Have HUA in big fucking Greek letters and shit. That'd be
wonder
dope.
what-
Above
wonder
your
I
duplex.
wonder what HUA in Greek letters is.
Hey, you asshole! Who?
I think that's like Polish letters or something.
I don't know. But hey, yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds like we're all doing pretty
We are
good.
all doing
You're
good,
about to
man.
get a fucking
Well,
fingers crossed.
Fingers
Knock
crossed.
on wood.
things are
Things are looking
improving. Things
Big-
are
big-
moving more than they have
Good.
Yeah.
in the
2022.
past, so-
Big things coming.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's
Hey,
gonna be a
it's the-
degreed. I'm gonna
It's
be
the
building
2022, the year of the running back, Barry Sanders and Emmett Smith. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Hey.
wow.
Fucking
Two
full
big
force
names.
ahead, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We're gonna gonna scat back and then run through the
We're all
holes.
hey, sounds like we're all doing good. Hopefully everybody's doing good.
Yeah.
Quickly, we're coming up on the new year.
Yeah.
New Year resolutions. You thinking about them? Do you guys do them? Do you not believe in them? Is it kind of just like another year, another fucking dollar? What do you guys think?
I never really have said it like a resolution before. Everybody's like, "What's your resolution?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. I guess I could do something to sit on my couch or,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But
It's always like a month in. I'm just like,
yeah,
it's like
I don't know. More of like a go with the flow.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm coming up on my 25th fucking birthday, you know.
Welcome
And
to the club.
Yeah, I mean, thanks, bud.
Quarter life crisis.
I mean, as a younger guy, I always had goals. You know, you get, you know, I'm turning 18. You know, I'm gonna fucking
Go buy a pack of darts.
I'm gonna buy a pack of darts. Then you turn 20.
what a
and
goal.
20 is always like a blank age where it's like I'm gonna buy another pack of darts.
And go
And-
ask a guy with a beard if he can buy me beer.
Yeah.
Or hopefully my fake ID doesn't get taken
And
away
then
this
25's like, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. You know?
I'm not gonna be late.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be. And I mean, even that's not a fucking goal. I don't even. Yeah, I'm gonna be late more often at 25.
Kinda. I mean, honestly, you kind of go like, what the fuck does it even mean? Why does it
Yeah.
matter?
Yeah,
Once you
exactly.
you start hit, yeah. Yeah. I feel
When did
that,
it start? When did it hit? When, like, do you guys like birthdays? I'm a guy who believes, like, I don't care if I'm getting older. Getting older doesn't bother me. Maybe when I get a little, like, hit 30, maybe it will. But, like, I like birthdays. I appreciate the family essence. The you know, friends hit me up and shit. I enjoy it. I like celebrate. I like a meaning to celebrate. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just a Tuesday. It's my birthday. Let's
Right.
get drunk.
all fucked
Let's
up.
get
Yeah.
fucking. I got drunk. I'm hungover. But,
Hey, dude, it's my birthday in a week.
Yeah.
You want to get drunk, man?
So I've always been a guy who never understood the fact that people who hate getting old. Well, I get it, but like it's like you lived another year.
Yeah.
Celebrate it. It's like our
Yeah.
cousin. We have a cousin who hates getting older, like depressive, hates getting older. And it's like, dude, you're 35. You've lived a lot more years than a lot of people. Be happy about it. Set some goals.
Yeah, I don't.
Are you guys like that at all? Or?
No, I'm not like that. I mean, I like birthdays. I've never been a huge gift person. I don't really
guy.
care to receive a lot of gifts. I just like to hang out with, my friends and family
Yeah.
and just celebrate,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best
I don't
part about it.
Yeah, that's the best part about
That's what
it.
I look forward to. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's a Tuesday, but it's my birthday. Everybody's about to come out and hang out.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what I get to see people who, like, don't really. I get to see, like, often. I don't get to see them often. We all come together. It's a good time. That's
Right.
what my birthday brings people together. That's what I like.
I see. Yeah, I've never been a big. I mean, it's great. I don't. But I don't.
I'm not a
like-
big attention guy.
I don't. Yeah, I don't get.
You know.
Like, it's like, oh, why are you want to hang out with me because I'm a year old, or you want to?
Yeah.
It's like I get sure. I don't know. It's just.
Is that like with certain, like with family? It's like obvious. You know, like if it's my birthday, I expect, like, I not expect, but it's like I enjoy, like, you and Seamus, like, let's hang out. But then there's like maybe people you haven't talked to in like a year or so, and they're like, hey, let's grab a beer. And it's
Right.
like, well, I haven't talked, but also at the same time where it's like, oh, that's awesome, fuck it, yeah. That's what I probably won't see you till next year. So
Yeah,
let's do it.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that much about it, honestly. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a day.
But how did we even get talking about birthdays? Oh, because you're turning 25 in like 2
In
months.
Fucking 2 months.
Well, it's almost my birthday.
Yeah, I just brought it up. I like the attention.
Hey, so do you guys do New Year's resolutions? It's almost my birthday.
So, like, is your New Year's resolution, like, I'd love a snowboard. Like, you guys should get together and...
Like, do like a HUA snowboard for me or something for resolution.
Oh, that'd be a HUA snowboard, bro. Oh, you know what? My big thing now, I want to learn how to make surfboards.
Oh,
I don't know anything
Why-
about it. I watched
why surfboards?
I watched a video on YouTube.
Seamus is pooping.
He's pooping. He's
Anyway,
back
you watched the
cock and bull.
documentary.
Yeah, I watched not a documentary, just like a 5-minute video. Somebody
Oh.
making a surfboard. Now my whole big goal, I want to learn how to make a surfboard.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know.
What caught your attention about making? Like, why did you go? Oh, I want to. try to make
actually,
those.
this is how it is. Because I watched Lords of Dogtown.
Okay, yeah. Skateboarding movie.
Skateboarding movie, but they're also big surfers.
Oh, because it's in California.
It's in
right?
California.
Yeah,
The Lords of Dogtown's like how the big skate community came together, but they also are big surfers. And the guy who kind of starts the skate team builds surfboards for a living.
Okay.
And so I watched him, and then I started like watching videos of like surfboard people who make surfboards, and I'm like, dude, that's dope, because it's like they're made out of foam.
Oh,
but then they're like fiberglassed.
Right.
And I was like, I could fucking do that shit.
Foam looks way easier than wood.
Yeah, way easier, dude. It fucking cuts a lot easier. So I have no idea where we're at right now. But
that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Start making surfboards out of Wisconsin.
Dude, the surf community is pretty big in Wisconsin.
Actually,
Go rip Lake Michigan, boys.
Dude.
people
Lake
do
Michigan,
surf.
Lake Michigan. Especially when it, like at this time it gets big. When the water's about to freeze, the fucking waves are big.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a couple buddies who surf in Wisconsin. Quite heavily.
I knew it was like possible and it was a thing, but I didn't know when they did it. Or
Like right now is
no shit.
Right now, like getting into December, right before like the Great Lakes are starting to
so
freeze.
they wear like the heavy duty ice or the
and
heavy
it's
duty
fucking wild.
suits and
It's when like the Great Lakes start. When it starts to freeze, they wear like dry suits. And it's like when the Great Lakes are starting to freeze, the currents start getting crazy.
Have you guys ever worn like one of them dry suits and
The
like
wetsuits?
or
Dry
wetsuits
suits?
and
Never.
gone in cold water with them? Have you ever done that?
I used to have. I used to have them when I was like a little kid, but I never did anything crazy. It was more for just like swimming in fucking
When you had
lakes
to take a
and
bath
whatever.
outside and your parents didn't want to fucking bring you inside.
Well, I used to do some like snorkeling with my dad. You know, like we'd go up north and like.
What was the coldest you've ever snorkeled in? Maybe even like month-wise. What's like the latest?
Snorkeling, no, but Carl, do you remember that one time when you were living in Oak Creek and we went to Lake Michigan and I hopped in?
Oh yeah, dude.
That was fucking
was
cool.
cold.
That
Holy
was-
shit, I totally forgot about that.
That was probably like.
That was like brinks of winter.
I think that was like January, February.
What?
Oh, that was past. Yeah, dude,
And
you
you
did
just
jump
did it.
in.
You just did it just because.
And no,
Fuck it.
no dry suit.
Fuck it.
No dry
Literally,
suit.
I just took off my clothes.
Skivs.
So I just went in my fucking boxers. I hopped in, and then we had to hike back to the car. I was fucking
Oh
shivering.
yeah, dude, that was wild. That was at Seven Bridges.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good time, though.
You ever been to Seven Bridges? Beautiful park out
I don't
in
believe so.
Milwaukee, Oak Creek area.
Yeah. There's a video out there somewhere.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
Yeah.
Were we on drugs?
Vitamins.
Oh,
Lots of
what are you talking about?
the
Probably.
Lucy vitamin. Yeah.
January.
No, I think just some
Just
of the green,
good old
good green.
vitamins. Yeah.
Man, that sounds miserable. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
It was awesome.
It was pretty fucking awesome.
I
I'm
wasn't
not
in the
gonna lie.
water. It was cool to see.
I just straight up ran in and fucking belly flopped and just.
Yeah,
like,
I do remember that.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's his experience with the dry suit.
Oh,
All right, I'm
Carl
a pee.
was talking about
Be back.
how you wanted to make
Surfboards.
Surfboards. Yeah, I was trying to
Color.
think how we got on that conversation of.
Yeah, I missed that part, but
So yeah, Carl was saying how he was watching this 5-minute documentary about surfboard making, and looked pretty.
5-minute
interesting.
documentary.
Yeah, it was quick. It was,
A short story. Is this
No,
a how-to?
No, I was like, "Oh, you're watching a documentary?" He's like, "No, it was just like a 5-minute video." on YouTube." I was like, "Oh, cool."
That's fucking funny.
But we got onto. I don't even know how we got talking about that now. Can't remember. But anyway, that's what we were fucking talking about. I heard. This is a weird. Like Tom Brady would wear, like in really, really cold games, would wear like a wetsuit underneath his pads.
Shut the fuck up.
Because it would just keep him like,
Really?
yeah.
Those things are like pretty tight. Like they're pretty snug. I can't imagine like having to be like
So
mobile.
they'd cut the sleeves.
Yeah.
And I think it might not have been like a dry suit. It was probably
okay.
like the material. Like he's
Okay. Yeah,
he
yeah,
can
yeah.
like afford to get the material,
Right.
like a shirt made.
Right.
Because there was like
That's not a bad idea.
When you like would see him in his pads, like you'd have this like thick ass black
Yeah.
like shirt on underneath. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Yeah, I guess
That little fucking
it's a
pussy.
wetsuit. This guy's about
Cheater.
to go jump in the Atlantic
No.
after this.
Be a man, brave the cold. Welcome to
Well,
the
but
tundra.
now he's in Tampa, so it don't matter.
Nah.
But
That's funny. No, I never
yeah.
knew that. That's kind of
hey,
cool.
you want to grab me one? Do there, coconut.
Oh
Yeah. So hanging out. What else is new? Anything else new with you, Seamo?
yeah. I mean,
Got the kitty, got
Not
the
really.
school, you got work.
it's just been a lot of projects between school and work. Just been fucking on my mind all the time.
How's the monthly challenge been going? Reading a lot, doing a lot of reading in the book.
Yeah, no.
No, I know.
Not a big reader.
Not a big reader. You're a big school guy, but not a big
school
reader,
guy.
huh?
Reader.
Yeah, I just no excuses.
Didn't you say you finished watching that Kevin Hart show?
Yeah. That counts as reading, right? It's like an audio book.
What is this, an audio book?
Oh yeah, hey man, when you come home from work and they're just laying a bunch of bullshit on. Nah, it's not bullshit, but I just got a lot of stuff weighing on. You just gotta lay down, relax every once in a while.
Hey, I feel you.
Just
gotta give you shit.
Oh, that's about it though. I just got a lot of deadlines I gotta meet.
Not a lot of reading time.
No.
Hey, what's one more deadline? Nah. Too
Hey,
many.
what are you gonna do?
One more.
I'm
is-
already not gonna meet the ones I have, so like.
I'm proud of you, though.
Thanks, man.
All right.
So that's kind of
It's kind of what's happening, man.
caught up with the crew. It's kind of what's on our. Should we do what's on our mind? Hit up what's on our mind. We said we'd do it after.
Yeah, man. Real quick, just first thing that comes to your mind. What's on your mind?
Well, I kind of feel like the only thing that's really going on in my brain right now, for me, this would be like a time where if like I heard a podcast and I would be like, man, I heard this people talking about this and I think it's bullshit or this, that would be like, but I don't really have too much.
So I got one thing.
Yeah.
So they were talking today on a podcast I was listening to, and this is a pretty it's a pretty controversial topic to the world right now. So they're talking in the NBA. Kyrie Irving,
Yeah. Mr. Flat Earther.
yeah, he's unvaccinated, and so going to Canada in Canada, they're not allowing anybody, any player who's not vaccinated can't come in and play. But also in New York, like the government mandate is, if you're not vaccinated, you can't, go to, social events or do this or do that. So Kyrie Irving is pretty stuck in his own with not being vaccinated. So he's getting fined like millions and millions of dollars. What in your guys' eyes, like, I believe, I'm a vaccinated human being, but I believe everybody should have their own, option of getting vaccinated or not. What do you think, like, sports, different professional sports, finding people like thousands to millions of dollars for not being vaccinated, basically just because they're missing games? Like, is that, do you even feel bad for the guys just because of the money they're making, or like
if he's getting fined because he's missing games?
Yeah, so like he's not vaccinated, and in New York, I believe it's like
is he being fined by like his team, or
he's being fined by the league,
by the league
because the government mandate in New York, I believe is like you have to be vaccinated to be out in public or something like that, like to be out
in like large social places, like a
NBA
game.
So he's not allowed to play and getting fined millions, like at this point, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, for not being vaccinated because he can't play, he can't participate.
Right.
So this is on my mind. I caught this on a podcast earlier today, and it was like, to me it was kind of like, oh, like, you know, it's kind of, I get it, but it's kind of fucking crazy that people are getting like fined and kind of confined that much for not, you know, wanting to.
Yeah,
it's like it's like not getting the flu shot and getting
Right.
fined, you know, like
Right.
getting held out by your job, getting your pay held out.
Right. I will say this, like, I know that some businesses, there's a new mandate here in Wisconsin too. I know it's like affecting my company too. Is like they're requiring everybody, if you're not vaccinated, to get tested like every week. And it's not like the company's requiring that, not because, you know, they're trying to force it on people, because if
I'm sorry.
all right.
Yeah, Motown jazz.
But not because, you know, they want to, you know, try and force people to get it, but because like the company can get fined like $100,000 per person who isn't getting tested and still coming in, you know, being around people and, you know, spreading it around.
You guys think this shit will ever end?
I think it'll be around. I think it's gonna become something like the flu.
Like, is it ever gonna
No.
like become the level of the flu where it's like not like, because the flu's the flu now.
Yeah, I think.
You know what I mean? If you don't get your flu shot, people don't look at you like. I've never gotten a fucking flu shot in my life.
I never really get it either.
Never have gotten a flu shot.
I've probably got them sometimes, but I haven't gotten them in like forever.
And to
I
me,
haven't- I haven't gotten it, knock on wood, but like, I think it will come to the level of like the flu. You know, I think it'll fall down. You know, because like, I mean, the flu is still pretty deadly too, and like it's new. Obviously, it did a lot of damage to a lot of people, a lot of families.
Well, they're coming out with all these strands of COVID now. You know, Omicron or whatever.
You know,
the new one,
and the same thing happens with the flu every year.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we have to keep getting flu shots and things like that. Obviously, they're not the same illness. Obviously, some might be more deadly or dangerous than others. But I don't think it's going to go away.
I wonder if any
completely.
other,
I don't think it'll ever completely go away.
It'll always. Do you think it'll become to a point where it's like, hey, you got the COVID shot? Like at a point
eventually,
where it's like, you know, like,
I mean, even now, like, I mean, at least in Wisconsin, you know, how long has it been now? 2 years that this has been a thing, something like that.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
You
Did
know,
the flu start out with like?
It's
was
becoming
the flu a thing? Like, when did the flu become a thing? When the flu first started, was it like, hey, do you have your fucking flu shot? Like, get the fuck away from me if you don't have your fucking flu shot.
Yeah.
Was that? Or was
I mean, I don't know the whole history on that, but I'm sure at some point, like, I mean, it's just like with any, like, you know, new illness, you know, it's just like.
Yeah.
I got a kick out of this. I drove past the house. I had a sign that just says "Got polio?" ? And then, like, the vaccination info, and it's like, I love it. Through all this COVID shit, somebody's just got a sign out in their lawn that says, "You got polio?"
No, one of the funniest things I saw. So I was out doing some Christmas shopping, and I was at a store that had a sign on and this was just this past weekend, and it said, masks are required to enter the store. I was like, all right, just whatever. Throw my mask out. Like, I'm not
Where
gonna.
was this?
Saruji's.
Yeah.
In Wisconsin?
Yeah.
There's still some businesses. I
Okay.
went into a market
And-
the other day.
yeah,
They required it too.
yeah.
It's just like
it's business to business.
Yeah.
it says like it's you have to wear it to enter. It's like whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
throw it on. And of course, there's people in there not wearing them, and I don't care in terms of like myself, but I'm just like, man, like they're asking us to do this.
Yeah.
Is it that
Why
hard?
Why even come in here?
So then I'm standing in line waiting to check out. There's an old lady,
Old lady, yeah.
like 70s, 80s
Yeah.
old, up at the counter, paying with cash, and she had a mask on. And I saw her like once reach up to like lick her mouth, like you do when you're like
Like
counting
counting
bills
cash,
out.
yeah.
But she had her mask on, and it was just like involuntary, and she was trying to count it out. She pulls her mask down, licks her fingers, counts money out, and then hands it to the cashier. And I'm like, what are we even doing?
I know.
What are
dude.
we-
It's a fucking mess.
What are we doing?
Dude.
We're all wearing masks to protect the vulnerable people in society,
Yeah,
which is
man.
an older woman like this lady. And then she's just gonna. It's like what?
I don't know.
It's kind of funny.
It's just so ironic.
It is.
It doesn't matter to me either way. I
No,
didn't care. I didn't feel threatened by this
and that's
old
the thing.
lady.
We're the small limited group of people who it's like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm vaccinated for the good of the people around me. That's so. If the people around me didn't give a fuck, I probably wouldn't be vaccinated.
like,
to be completely honest, like,
you know, like our
I don't like getting fucking shots.
Do your
but-
guys' parents have the scar on their arm where they got like whatever shot they had to get when they were a
like
kid?
back in the day? Yeah,
Yeah, like my
dad
dad
wasn't that like polio? Wasn't that fucking
something.
polio
I
or
can't remember,
something?
but my dad's got the big ass like
Yeah,
scar on his
yeah.
shoulder where he got his whatever vaccination he had to get, and now it's not really a thing. I don't know.
But now it's like I feel like the way and like all right, we're gonna get probably way too deep into this. Than we should, but
we'll just quick talk about this. We'll and then we'll just finish what that's just.
to me,
what's
I
on our
think it's
mind.
just ridiculous about how like society is right now. You know what I mean? Like it's all publicized. So anything anybody does is publicized.
Yeah, it's very.
You're not
public,
vaccinated, and if you are vaccinated, it's like it's being vaccinated and not vaccinated is politics now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I mean?
weird,
It's separated parties. And if you're a person who doesn't give a fuck, then that's like a whole nother hate. It's like if you're not vaccinated, then that means like you roll the way you want to roll. You're not comfortable with the vaccination. You're comfortable with controlling your health the way.
Yeah.
But if you're vaccinated, then it's like I don't know. It's a fucking haywire.
I'll just say like my final thought is like I think it's complete. Everybody should have their choice whether they want to get it or not. It's just whatever. I don't disagree with like the laws and the mandates or whatever. Should people? Are people getting? I think it's more of a thing like you don't have to get vaccinated, but like we're kind of in a state where we don't know how to control this. Can't really control it. So it's more of like a matter of like, yeah, you don't have to get vaccinated, you don't have to do any of that, but like there's like, since we're like can't control it, like it's still like a very big problem that like you should still maybe consider taking other precautions like wearing a mask or whatever.
And see,
like,
that's the extreme. Like some people who aren't vaccinated are like, fuck it, dude. Like I'm not gonna come to your restaurant and wear a fucking mask. Fuck this shit. You can't. It's like you can't tell me what to do.
Right.
But then some people who are vaccinated are like, it's so like it. I don't know.
It's up in the air. I don't like disagree with mandates. I still
yeah.
think people can kind of just have their own choice and opinion, but like just kind of look out for one another. I guess like I don't know. It's such a
that's what's lost in the world.
It's this conversation could get real deep. You know what I mean?
And I mean,
But, like,
I think for us, like I feel like it couldn't get too crazy deep because I think we're all kind of on the same level with shit. But like, I mean,
going back to like how like businesses require like where you went the other day, it's like requires you to wear a mask, and going back to Kyrie Irving, that's a business too. And if like, I'm not saying that I don't think he should get fined just for not getting vaccinated, but like if he's not following other precautions or whatever that business is requiring, then like I don't know.
My final thoughts. The crazy thing about Irving is that in New York, if you're if you come into New York, you do not have to so if a visiting team comes into Brooklyn and plays at Brooklyn and there's a player who's not vaccinated, they can play. But if
no mask, no.
Well, no, they still have to go through protocols.
Yeah.
But Kyrie Irving, since he's a resident of Brooklyn, cannot play.
Oh,
That's the weird hypocrisy that I think.
It's that's where government.
I
is.
think that's one of the things he's like pushing against is like, this is bullshit. Like, why is it just because I live here, I have to follow this rule, but someone comes here, they don't have to follow the rule, but they can still play.
Yeah.
So
and
that's where he can technically do road games. He can play road games
anywhere but Canada.
Yeah, so he's just saying, no, I'm not doing any basketball, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think he's doing road.
No,
I think he's saying
he's not doing anything.
And it sucks because I understand his point of view on it, whether I don't understand other points of view, but I get it. That's a weird hypocrisy.
But he's standing for what he believes in.
Exactly.
Like,
So God bless, man. Like, I hope it works out for you. I hope like your family isn't negatively impacted by anything.
And let me bring one more point into this. Is something I think funny is the attention and the fucking hate thrown at Rodgers for this immunized shit.
Yeah.
Out of all the other players, there's plenty other players in the NFL who are not vaccinated.
Right.
And Rodgers coming out and doing what he did. He's spotlighted. He is pinpointed.
Yeah.
You know, like he's looked at as the enemy for what.
Has he still been going through like all the same protocols and everything though?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So-
he did. And now that he got it, like now he doesn't have to get tested for like 90 days.
Did
or
he get vaccinated?
No, he's not. No.
I thought that's what you meant.
Immunized.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't get the shade thrown on certain people.
Yeah.
I think it's just like the bigger you are in the spotlight, the bigger you are, you're gonna get criticized.
Yeah. I mean, people are gonna hate. You know, that everybody knows Rodgers. You know, so as something comes out about him, you know, people always got something to say.
Fuck chaos.
You
dude.
know, but
at this day and age, people are just looking shit to bitch about, or like
always
not,
there always will. You know,
always, dude. Yeah.
anything for a good story, I guess.
Yeah. All the time.
But yeah, no, that's
Anywho.
that's a good point.
That was
It's a good
what
topic.
was on my mind.
That was on your mind.
Yeah, man.
Good conversation.
Good
Yeah,
conversation.
I like it.
Good
I like it.
conversation.
Let's move on.
Yeah, man.
Let's
All
get
right.
it going. Let's start getting into our weekly challenge.
Weekly challenge.
Let's
man.
talk about it. Let's we got a dartboard.
We did get a dartboard. Got a dartboard. So, new weekly challenge game.
Yeah, man.
We got me, Seamus, and Maximilian on this one. I still owe Max like fucking 4 things.
Yeah, we got to do a Copper State Brewery and we got to do a paint and pub.
Paint and pub.
Oh, I want to do that paint. Oh, we gotta do that one.
Yeah, well, we're all doing it.
Yeah.
We also have to
but we
go see
but
Steve-O.
that's just what you owe me from me winning the previous
always winning. You're not winning
challenges.
darts.
Probably not. I'm shit at darts. But anyway, and then the Steve-O tickets
Yeah.
and the tattoos from Skinny Buddha.
Holy shit.
Haven't forgot about them.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
Um,
I still have a fucking $40 goddamn thing at Skinny Buddha.
perfect.
Yeah, man. I'm ready to get tatted.
I am too. I'm down to do it's. Life has been kind of crazy for me these past couple weeks.
Yeah. I think for everybody. I mean,
And-
it's the holiday season. It's everything.
Yeah,
man.
hopefully soon be able to
start buckling down.
put it all out there and be able to actually say, and then buckle down and be able to focus on some other things. But
Yeah.
So we're playing weekly challenge game. The new game
yeah, our new weekly challenge game is darts.
is darts, and we're gonna play. For anybody who knows darts, we're playing 301, right?
Yeah,
501?
501.
501. And we'll all throw 2 rounds a week, 2 rounds an episode.
Yeah, we'll throw 2 rounds.
Yeah,
2 rounds.
Yeah, I like 2 rounds.
All right, and then whoever it's 501 first
And
wins
then
the game
whoever gets the most points rolls the dice.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
the
that week.
weekly,
Yeah.
for this week's weekly challenge. Our weekly challenges are stacking up.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
We should probably look at buying those Steve-O tickets.
Yup.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Like this week,
Yeah.
if we can.
yeah.
They might be going quick now.
I mean, for some reason, I doubt that. Right? I do. I doubt it.
Green Bay.
I mean,
know.
it doesn't take anything away from that. We should get them.
Right.
No.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
How many people in Green Bay are
Yeah,
buying?
but think about people from Denmark, people from
Anywhere,
just
everywhere,
around the area, you know. But anyway, we're
right.
playing darts.
Playing darts, playing 501, which is whoever gets to 501 first.
501.
501.
So yeah, so you start with each player starts with 501 points.
Right.
Yep, and you
You
work
throw
your way
darts depending on. So if you get 20 points, you take 20 points off of 501.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the first person to 0
wins.
Do you have to hit 0 exactly?
You have to hit 0
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. So say you're at 1 point, if you have 1 point left, you have to hit
What's our bust?
Huh?
Do we play bust? Like if you
If you bust, you just go
back to where you were.
Yeah.
So I'm a novice dart player here. So let's say you do need just one singular point. You would
Right.
have to hit the off-white.
Yep.
Yeah,
the
you can't hit the
single
greens.
one.
So the greens are
Triples.
The smaller one is triples. The outside is doubles.
Doubles. Okay, so that'd be 2, 1, 3,
Yeah.
or 2, 1, 3, 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of math here, fellas.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Don't
not-
worry,
I already
I
do
got
Carl
it.
versus dictionary. I'm not. You got it.
I
All
got.
right.
All right.
I'm gonna put it all on Seamo here.
So we're gonna play darts. We're also gonna have to figure out camera views. So we're probably gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move that chair.
yeah. We're
Actually, we might just do it diagonally, right in that. Just point it, but we'll
is it-
still have to move that chair.
maybe camera back here,
Back in that corner.
just on the dart board.
Well, here, let's do this.
So Seamus is the Seamus is the math man. Wow, I look good. Oh yeah. Right there. Yeah, that's good. I mean, you won't be able to see us shooting. That's good though. Shooting right at
That's
the
all right.
fucking monkey's head. Ooh, right there, eh? And then we'll do a zoom up on the board maybe after the round or something. Unless you just want to zoom in on the board right away. You take a look. It's a good view.
That's not a bad view, honestly.
No, no.
It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
I kind of like that.
I do like it.
Let's try it.
All right, so we're going to play darts. We're going to start our 501 game. Seamus is keeping score.
Seamo.
Shame hole. Finally, can't leave early now.
I might as well crack another one there, buddy.
All right.
We're gonna get some darts in.
All right, how do we decide who goes first, second, third?
Everybody get a dice. Highest player shoots first.
Yeah.
And so on. Different colors for everybody. Shame?
Nobody's getting Vikings purple.
No, fuck that shit.
Hey, shout out Vikings losing
Oh,
on
you
the
get
last
the Bears
play.
instead.
Oh no, here
Lit.
I'll go.
That's still the Bears.
I'll go lime green and purple. Yeah, but shout out Vikings losing on the very last play of the game
to the fucking
to the Lions.
Having their
winless
fucking
Lions.
D-backs 100 yards. It doesn't matter. Nothing like playing your D-backs fucking 50 yards back on a fucking red zone. All right, here we go.
Give it a roll.
Everybody give it a roll.
Fucking 2.
3.
3. All right, Carl and I are in a roll
All
off.
right. You go. All right, ready? 4.
3. All right, Carl's last, second. Seamus is first.
All right.
I'm first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
I think. Do you not? What's
Yeah.
the best
Well,
position to be in this
It
game?
doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
I guess not.
It does. Yeah. It doesn't
Shame
matter.
shoots first.
All right, Seamo's going first.
All right. Move
Don't-
your chair. That's our shooting.
Nice catch.
Yeah, nice catch. Yeah.
You haven't had enough beers yet.
What do we got next?
Can you push the chair? Oh yeah, right. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are playing episode 47 the newest addition to our show. We're doing darts for the weekly challenge. So the player with the highest points at the end of each round gets to roll the dice for what the weekly challenge is. The winner of the challenge, the winner of 501, gets the winner bracket. Seamus is shooting first.
Damn lights are in my way.
Yeah, you know, gotta dodge.
Oh, that's the HUA obstacle course we like to call it.
Seamus shoots. He gets
What is that? 4.
Triple 4.
Single 4.
Single 4.
Single 17. Single 17.
All right.
I think it's a single floor.
17, 34 plus 4,
So
38. Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kyle might have some fucking math in his brain.
All right, my turn.
Maximilian coming up. So Seamus is at
463.
463.
Oh, sorry.
Get the fuck out of the way, Seamus. Max is shooting.
I know.
All right, Max shoots an 8 to start. Shoots an
No, I think that's a 17 or
7. So he's at 15. Max gets 15.
Tell me if that's a 19. Is that 19?
It's a 7.
It's a 7?
All right,
15 for Max.
15 for Max. Big shooter Ka coming up.
Yikes. Whew. This is not my game. Carl might have a chance.
Carl hits the lights.
2 and a 1. 3 for Ka.
Points for Carl.
Man.
All right, 2 rounds. 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah, we're doing 2 rounds. Yeah. We might have to make it 701. Nah, we'll be done. No, this is great. I love this.
All
This
right,
is fun.
James Johnson shooting. Ooh, gets a 9.
9.
Oh,
6.
Gets 6. 19.
7.
That's a 7.
That's a 7.
7.
So he's got 9, 6, 7,
15, 22.
22.
Maximilian. All right, I'll keep my own goddamn darts. I don't give a fuck. All right, Maximilian, back up. Back on the dartboard. Shooting hot. Look out for them lights.
My bad.
Oh, holy shit. Fucking earthquake. Jesus Christ. The goddamn earthquake. All right, everything's straightened out. Max is shooting. Oh.
I missed.
I think that's a 17, actually. 17, 8. Oh.
Oh, I missed.
You missed.
I missed.
17 points.
So I got a not. I missed 17.
What'd you get?
17
All right.
Damn it.
Big Cobb, come back up. I got my own darts. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. I hate darts. I just want to keep throwing them. I don't want to give the dart. I don't want to stop. It's like, ugh. Oh, 13? 0? Uh, 16. Hey, not bad. 29. Nice shooting there, Coconut.
Oh. All right, folks.
So, what is the official score here, Seamo?
After 2 rounds of our weekly challenge darts, playing 501, I have 441. Max has 469.
69, baby!
Carl also has 469.
Look at us! They tied it up. Seamo's in the lead, though, so he's rolling dice.
You get to
Rolling
roll
dice, baby.
Keep it nice.
Let me pull up this weekly challenge grid. and get the camera resituated.
Wow.
Dee, dee, dee.
That's Herb Ellis. Good old signs. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing like playing a little darts. Me and Maximilian tied at 469. Seamus is good on a dime.
441, baby.
441 is going to roll them dice. This is episode 47 of Holes Con. Here's one. So we're going to pop up that weekly challenge grid on the board. Get them cameras readjusted. Yeah. Max, when you're over there, doesn't have to be there's a Budweiser back deep. Holiday season.
Forgot we got a bunch of that shit New Glarus
Yeah.
beer. Doppelganger. Some
Doppel.
shit.
All right.
Fucking Doppelcocks.
So we're up on we got a weekly challenge board up. Seamus Johnson, since he's got the lowest score, is gonna roll the die.
Yes, sir.
I'm chewing fucking corn.
You ready for this?
Yeah, man. Let's
Ready
see
for
what we
this.
got. What,
All right.
What's the column?
First roll is for the column. Got a 2.
All right, we're either gonna start reading another new book.
Oh, another one of these. Huh?
Write a
please.
rap verse. Come up with a new improv skit. Ninja Warrior course. Peyton Pub.
We landed on that one last time, right?
Well, that was just that was like the. All right, we got to think of something to put in the 5 spot here.
Do some yoga. I see that one up on the board.
yoga.
Yeah.
Throw
Yoga.
do a little yoga week, yoga
Yoga
two
Yoga
two-
session or something? I
do
don't know.
two like just YouTube
YouTube yoga
twice
in a week.
in a week.
What a great section.
I took a couple yoga classes.
I never did.
Got a nice
Not much of a
headstand.
downward dog kind of guy. You know, not the old pyramid.
The old
And
bear.
last but not least,
Wood burning.
do a
project.
wood burning project.
All right.
I
All
can't
All right,
right.
burn
Seamo.
This one's
Good
for
at
the
burning
roll.
my wood.
2.
Right around.
Right. Hey, with that being said, we should probably
We should probably play our rap,
we
don't you
should
think?
probably try to play the rap.
Right, man?
I mean,
Might as
technically,
well.
Can we live?
we should be able to. Let me pull it up here. God, I don't want to because my verse was just the worst out of all of them.
Well, now you gotta write a new one. So you got
we gotta think of we gotta get new instrumentals to.
Oh, yeah.
redemption.
God damn.
Redemption.
All right, let me pull up
right,
more here.
So that was the weekly challenge. Seamus Johnson leads the crew. What's the score again?
For the darts,
Yeah.
well, I got 441.
441 to 469.
You and Max, yeah.
Look at us, 69. Right. Jesus. I'm sorry.
Gee, Alabama.
All right, Tom.
All right. Tom's on here.
All right. We wrote a little rap verse a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did indeed, man. We did
Minute
indeed.
ago.
Shoot motherfuckers in the street.
All good and fun.
All good.
A little fun in the stew.
A little fun in the stew. We're going to do it again.
Yeah.
We are.
We should do something fun. We should pick a topic, something kind of funky.
Oh, I like that. Like pick
Yeah.
something to. Okay.
Yeah.
To rap
Just a
about.
funky topic.
Yeah.
Maybe Christmas.
Oh, a little Christmas
Whoa,
rap.
little
Christmas rap.
Christmas rap.
Ah.
Okay.
I ain't getting fucking sick when old Saint Nick come in this bitch. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Something like that.
Well, we gotta pick a tune to Christmas rap over.
Yeah.
All right, shit. Man. I'm gonna type in Christmas Instrumentals. Oh. Christmas. Rap. Instrumentals.
Where did I save this?
I ain't got no fear, cause I'm riding through with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Carl and
Motherfucker like, ooh. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a really shiny nose. And if you ever fucking saw him, you would even know.
I already know.
That motherfucking glows. Ooh.
Mm-mm.
It's pretty dope. Alright, we'll try a new one. Oh. No.
Merry, Merry Christmas.
Merry motherfucking Christmas.
Hey, hey, hey.
Chicka chicka bow. We in the frozen tundra. We in the frozen tundra.
Is this the good one, or is this the first take or the second take?
They're both saved on here. I gotta figure out which one is which.
Earth, Wind, and Fire instrumental.
Do you remember?
Alright, next one. Actually, I don't know if we are allowed to play these.
I was kind of wondering
Christmas
about
type
that.
beat.
Well, we'll be let. Someone will tell us.
Free. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hua, hua,
Hua.
hua.
Yo.
Yup.
Wait, this is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save this one.
Yeah, save
That's
that.
it.
All right.
Yep.
Can I
Yeah.
steal the
Yeah.
The old aux cord.
the cord from you?
The cord?
Yeah, I gotta see. I gotta figure out where.
All right, I'm gonna screenshot that. Yeah, that's it.
That's it for sure.
That's it
yeah,
for
that's
sure.
it for sure.
100%. 110.
All right, let me see something.
You guys are in for a treat.
Shoot, motherfuckers.
Liam Neeson, bitches.
Oh.
Huh?
Why isn't it playing? Come on.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So this is it's our last rap.
So that was take one.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
try to
take
find
two. Take one, take
two. I don't know where.
It calms down right there.
It would have been here, probably.
Like, you see how it's like a little low, and then we start talking.
Oh yeah, it's got to be it. So
Oh, you win.
heard me. Yuck.
We love it.
So it's our last rap. We're gonna play it for y'all. Now we're gonna do a Christmas rap.
yeah. Tis the season. Oh, now it's tis the season.
This
Tis
is the
season.
weekend we getting lit. Oh my god.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not sure where. I thought I had it marked where it stopped and where it.
Oh, look at that dumbbell press.
Oh, it's the
Dumbbell
workout.
press,
That's not what I
lat pull,
want.
yeah.
Yeah. Shoot motherfuckers in the
It's
street. Santa Claus gonna come visit me.
Oh, it's gonna be lit.
Naughty old nights.
Naughty old nice. Take your chance, bro.
We in the studio can be.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
So let's try.
That's going by
I don't
set.
like my
It's
fucking
gonna be
verse either.
No, I think it's gotta be a minute before that, because that's like.
Give me a work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
gonna be
okay,
like.
So that was like the
two-
end of it.
Yeah.
So
Man,
no, this would have.
Yeah. Go earlier.
early
Like a
bird gets
little
the
bit.
worm. Do. shit. We live our best life, setting goals to hit. The Robsons.
All right.
Oh
Go around like 2:30.
Oh yeah, like a 2:30.
2:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't sound good either.
Well,
It was lit.
it was at least yours was like on beat.
I think we all killed it personally.
Hey, thanks, Seamo.
I appreciate that, Seamus. So
All
I'm
right,
happy when you
2:30.
wake up
Let's
and show up.
see what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that HUA Rap. Boozing. Boozing. Yeah. Hey, she way dog, what you know about it? Said we in the stool, just 3 goofy dudes from Wisconsin. The new weekly challenge is rapping, and now there's no stopping. Said come with the bars or your peppers.
Wait,
I guess
hold on,
it's
hold
your
on.
It don't sound right.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
It sounds off.
There might be two.
Sounds like
There you go.
props, jiu-jitsu and writing.
There
the
you
building
go.
shit. We live our best life.
Hold on. Let me restart.
Yeah,
Alright,
there we go. We found it.
We flounder.
Founder
Alright.
like a flounder.
Yeah. What?
Boozing.
There we go.
Boozing.
Yeah.
Boozing.
Yeah.
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 It's that HUA Rap. Boozing.
Oh,
Boozing.
god damn. Here we go.
Boozing.
Ugh.
Yeah. Hey, she way dog, what you know about it? Said we in the stool, just 3 goofy dudes from Wisconsin. Yeah. The new weekly challenge is rapping, and now there's no stopping. Said come with the bars or your peppers, I guess it's your Robsons. Jiu-jitsu and writing the building shit. We live our best life, setting goals to hit. Beers of the week and we getting lit. Give me a work and I'll spell that shit. BEERUN. We in the stool drinking beers again. I'm drinking yo with all my friends. Shame take the beat cause I'm
Tis the seizure, unleash the demon living inside of me. Think I'm leading Neeson, he's the reason you never want to double cross me. Get on my bad side, become the bad guy, I'll shoot a motherfucker in the street. So for the last time, not the nice guy, put a murder on this motherfucking beat.
Yeah.
No sluts in the stew, only goofy dudes, this shit's iconic.
Yeah.
Rain so high, we're on top of Spotify, got hooked on phonics.
Yeah.
Drink a new brew, hang out with the crew, we smoking that chronic. Got us feeling so high, what a time to be alive, this shit is exotic. Damn,
Yeah.
Carl can't spell for shit.
I said
Carl can't spell for shit.
Carl
Can't spell for shit.
Carl can't spell for shit.
Grab a mic, hit the lights, headphones on. We in the stool tonight. It's
Yo.
a HUA night. We 3 goofy dudes. We do what we do. So just grab a brew and come bullshit with the HUA crew. We got Seamo taking notes. Ooh. KY with the jokes.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm on the controls. Ripping tokes. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Carl can't spell for shit.
Carl can't spell for shit.
Who a crew?
Carl can't spell for shit. I said Carl can't spell for shit. That's HUA.
Oh man.
You might just get hit with that
Who? Who?
You might just get hit with that HUA.
Who?
Carl
Hey,
can't
that
spell
looks-
for shit. 46. Carl can't spell for shit.
Can't.
Carl can't spell for shit.
Man,
Hey.
all right, there it was, folks. There it was. We had a couple
All
people.
right, that was the
asking-
first go. That was the first go. First go.
Had a couple people asking about the HUA Rap.
All right, everybody, just take a good listen. This is what we're gonna have to write to. Wait. Oh wait, never mind. I gotta.
Hold on, wait. We got the beat coming in a second here.
This is a new beat.
we got a Christmas rap.
All right, so we're doing another rap.
We're doing
We're
another
gonna do
rap.
Another rap.
All right,
That was
all right.
fun. I like that.
That was
I
a
did too,
great
yeah.
time.
That was fun, man.
So this is a new beat.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Support reach.
Hey,
This is
you
lit.
can't front. Me and Santa and the slave, we smoking blunts. Hey, you know what's. Hey.
Hey, you're gonna have
we
to send us that beat.
Yeah.
We almost here. Goddamn, I'm smoking. We with the reindeer. I wanna. It's gotta drop a little more. It can't be this the whole time. Maybe it is.
Might be. Fast forward a little bit. All right.
All right. Maybe we should do. A little
Should we try to?
I still think. Well, you got to save, so you know.
I
Like,
saved it.
You can always come back to
All
it.
right, trap bells. This is called trap
Ooh,
bells.
Trap bells.
Shout out What is World. Jeez.
Sleigh bells ringing. Sleigh bells jingling.
Shoot, motherfucker.
Shooting motherfuckers from the sleigh. Hey.
Shoot motherfuckers in the sleigh.
Bop, bop.
Deck the halls.
Bom, bom.
Oh, I hope this
oh.
drops hard.
Oh, it might be coming.
Oh.
Fa la 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 la.
Shoot
Shooting
motherfuckers
motherfuckers
in
in
the
the street. Santa ain't coming no more, motherfucker. Santa ain't coming no more, little
We
bitch.
got the HUA crew coming down your chimney, bitch.
Who a crew coming down the chimney? Who a crew coming down the chimney? Santa wants a little bit of that cookie.
I kind of like it.
Alright. Alright, no, we need Christmas beats. Let's do it. Christmas instrumental rap. Xmas piano. Alright, Alright, I'm gonna flick, and when you guys hear something you guys like, tell me to
Alright.
stop.
Sounds good.
Oh my god, it's the Jackson 5. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I can't play
Oh,
this.
no.
I can't play this.
I don't want shit for Christmas. Mariah Carey, please don't sue us.
Oh, shit. All of a sudden, came.
No. Is it gonna drop?
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Going to the mall, getting some presents, visit Santa in there, getting a picture.
Yeah.
We ask him what he wants.
Gay. Hey. Got a bad bitch, make your booties clap. Gonna go to the mall, sit on Santa's lap. Ooh.
I kinda like this one. How long is it though?
Hey. Hey. I want some presents. Gonna maul them bitches like some pheasants. Ooh.
Yeah.
Got a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
booty, make that booty clap. Gonna
that
go
booty
to
clap.
the mall, sit on Santa's lap like. Could be something. Another HUA Christmas. Got big booty on my wish list. Alright, let's go. Next one. A snowy Christmas day.
Yeah, who a Christmas in studio?
Not
Want
a
big
who.
booty.
Santa, I just want another big bad hoe. Ho, ho, ho. Santa, I just want another big bad hoe. Like ho, ho, ho.
Ho,
I want
ho,
another
ho.
big bad hoe. Like ho, ho, ho. Santa, I want another big bad hoe. Like. Santa, I just want another fucking
Just
hoe.
2
like.
minutes of this is
Is that a good rap verse? Is that good?
Hey. I don't want another girl. You know, I could go wild with it right now. Hey, hey,
La da
hey.
da 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 da.
hey. I want a girl. I can't.
You just said you got.
Can I get wild? Hey. My chimney's nice and slick. I said, my chimney is nice and awfully slick. For Saint Nick.
Ho ho ho.
Ooh, magical Christmas.
Oh.
Tis-
Boom.
Oh. All I want for Christmas is some big old boobies. Santa, can you give that shit to me? All I want for Christmas
Big old
is
boobies.
some big old motherfucking boobies. Santa, can't you give that to me? Hey, I want a bad bitch to pop, lock, and drop it. I want a bad bitch inside my stocking. Santa, can you give it to me? I want some big old boobies for Christmas.
All right, what beat are we going with?
Yeah, we
I
got
don't
we
know.
got
we gotta pick a beat here. We gotta pick a beat.
Yeah.
I'll be home for Christmas. Oh, 'twas the night before.
I'm bringing a home for Christmas.
Bringing a hoe home for Christmas.
Alright, this is it right here. Yeah,
Oh,
Yup.
Saint Nick, Santa Claus.
In his bitch.
I want a girl with no over. Alright, what do you guys want to do? Santa, I want a bad bitch for Christmas.
This one don't
Can
sound
you
bad.
give that right to me?
I kind of like this one. Ain't bad.
Yeah. Hey.
Jingle, jingle, big balls.
Jingle, 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 big balls, and that's all I want on your face.
Oh my god. All right.
I like this beat.
Alright, bad. Alright.
Screenshot that.
Why does this sound like the first one we listened to?
But better.
Santa, I want bitches on my wish list. That is all I want for fuck Christmas. And if you can't give it to me, Santa, please give me a stocking full of boobies. Ooh. Alright, yeah, we got that. Alright, cool.
Bumba dude.
Alright, thank you everybody for listening to that.
Woo!
What are you drinking? Oh, a goose.
Hey,
Not one of
There's
those.
still one of those beers here.
Oh shoot!
What's going on with you? You still got to go to Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, you want a Goose Island?
Yo, that was a banger.
I'll chug that one real quick.
You want a Gooser?
Whoa! Wait, chug it quick then.
You ain't trying to spend that much money on shit.
Yeah,
Here,
here.
what do you mean?
Yeah,
Your
pass
girl-
me that. Pass me that pale ale
Your
there.
girl's bartending. You better not be spending no money.
She's done. She's waiting for me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Wow, you're a
Hey,
piece
thanks
of
for hanging out, bud.
shit. Yeah, man. This is the longest you ever been here.
Ha.
In a minute, yeah.
In a minute.
In a minute.
In a minute. In a
In a
minute.
minute.
All I
in a
ever
minute.
want for Christmas is some big old boobies.
Yeah, we do.
All right, what else? What's next?
Hey, man, we got a monthly
we-
challenge to talk about. We went through.
Oh, this is the perfect time for me to go.
Hey,
It
no,
kinda-
so how long are you
it
gonna
kinda
stick
is,
around? Should we get?
honestly.
Are you sticking around for?
I'm chugging this beer. And
You're
then
gonna chug the beer.
And then you're leaving.
Yeah.
Should we do fucking Kyle versus
Should we get it? Yeah, let's do Carl versus the dictionary.
All right, fair.
Let's do Carl versus the dictionary while you're here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do Kyle versus the dictionary.
Absolutely.
Well,
I gotta remember how to pronounce this word.
Well, our intern is still in fucking Ton.
Yeah, I don't. This is. I can't wait to hear how this goes.
Yeah, it's gonna go terribly.
You know, Carl, you
Ah.
have been just getting so smart recently, and I'm so proud of you.
Hey,
Fuck you.
all right, hold on. We're gonna set it up here. All right. Episode 47. Ka verse.
The dictionary.
Man, we're on the Q words.
Q.
Seamus has picked out the word for Carl to spell.
Guantanamo Bay.
Quantinius.
It's pretty close.
Cute.
This
Quantratic.
Carl, this might be the hardest word
Ooh.
you have had yet.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel any more confident that before you even gave it to me, you're like, well, I better figure out how to say this
Yeah.
word.
but I figured it out.
And that we better find out the definition in Urban
So is
Dictionary.
this an Urban Dictionary or a Webster Dictionary?
The definition's gonna be from the Urban Dictionary.
Is
like
it in the real dictionary?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna
But-
start with the real one, and then
real
we'll
one.
circle back to the.
Are they
Urban
both spelled the
Dictionary.
same way?
Yes.
So Kyle's gonna try to spell it and give the real dictionary word, and
Like
then
the definition, what I think it might be,
yeah,
and then I can give what I think the Urban Dictionary definition.
yeah,
is.
we'll
All right.
do the two for because eventually I think we're gonna start rotating, do an Urban Dictionary of the week.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna be spelling them every time.
But
huh?
Kyle's still gonna be
Well, might as well. Why would you guys spell me? You guys know how to spell.
no, well-
It gives the fun away from the fucking.
yeah. We're gonna figure something fun out where we rotate.
Yeah.
But Carl's spelling shit though is gonna go to the Z's.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So-
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Zwantanamo Bay.
Swan. All right. Carl, are you ready? Like I said, this might be the hardest word you've ever
Hey,
had.
Quadratic.
But you've getting so smart, you're making me proud. I feel
Seamus.
like I just gotta challenge you a little bit.
I was born ready and born sweaty, my friend.
All
Let's
right. You ready for this?
Quintuplet.
go.
Quadringenarius.
Say that again.
Quadringenarius.
Quadrin.
Quadringenarius.
Quadringenarius.
Wait.
Quadringenarius.
Quadringenarius. So like quadrant and then genarius.
Yep. Precisely. Sound it out. You know, it's nothing
Quadringenarius.
funky. It's just the wild one.
QUAD. R.
That sounds
R. I. N.
genarius.
Generic. G.
Quadringenarius.
Wait. QUADRIN. GREOUS.
Very close. Actually,
Hey,
very
not
close.
bad.
I'm gonna pronounce it one more time. You spelled it I forgot how you spelled it.
QUAR.
No,
Wait.
QUADRINGEN.
GER.
Oh, yeah, GER.
GEROUS.
All right. So close. Ready? You had the first part and the second part. Quadringenarius. Quadringenarius.
GENROUS. Is that the ending?
Say that again.
GENROUS.
No, close.
Okay.
Genarius.
GEN. RIOUS.
Yeah, quadringenarius.
Spell it out from start to finish.
QUADRINGENARIOUS.
IOUS. Quadringenarius. All right, Carl, what do you think that word means?
Quad. All right. So quad means four.
Correct. Yep.
Hey.
So
What does rin mean? Or think about it. Quadrant. What's quadrant? What's a quadrant? That's like
isn't that like a fucking
quadrant, like 4
like a-
points.
Yeah,
Quadrant,
kind
like,
of.
that makes up
I
one.
won't lie.
unit.
Like the definition is kind of hard to get off the word, but I see where it comes from. But you definitely have the
is it-
4 part right, and like 4 something. Yeah.
Interesting.
is it like four? Like I don't know. 4 sections or like 4
Genarius.
genetic
It-
sections.
So it means comprising
Fucking weird
400 of something.
Comprising
Yeah.
It's 400 of something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, comprising 4.
So is the what's the other dictionary?
Urban Dictionary.
Is that just having 400 cocks coming on you?
Pretty close. So it's a 2-word thing. It's in Urban Dictionary. It's
I was
quadrant.
like, I've never heard of this word before, but is it like, I don't know, maybe like 4 cocks coming on you? I don't know. I've never heard of it. I've never experienced it before.
Matt's looking at me like,
What? Look at this guy.
So it's not just quadragenarius. It's quadragenarius nut.
so it's getting nutted on by 4 dudes?
So it's a nut that was blasted so hard it literally got sent into another fucking universe. Someone bust a quadragenarius nut.
So I busted my nut into fucking orbit?
4 different fucking dimensions.
4 different dimensions.
Whoa, dude, that's trippy, dude.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, my God.
Hey, good spelling though, you know.
Yeah, you
great.
see,
Hell of a
you know,
job.
this is the thing. I told you I never spelt the word right, and you said, oh, bullshit. I've never spelt the word right on the first guess, and I've always, the closest I've gotten is you guys telling me, that's pretty close.
Well,
No, I think there's been at least one. I don't remember, but I think there's one you got right.
There's not. I would remember that. That's
so
like
there
that's like
hasn't.
the 5th grade spelling bee. If I would have won it, I would remember it. I
yeah,
haven't won
there-
a single one.
There hasn't been one he's gotten right immediately.
That was a hell of a job though.
That really was, man. Yeah, that was good. I
had never heard of that
Seamo
word
really,
before. I
Seamo
literally
really
had
went-
to look up how to pronounce it because I was like,
he went.
Quadra-
Seamo went hard in the paint for the
Quadra-
keywords.
quadragenarius.
Quadragenarius. Just
Quadragenarius.
busting nuts in orbit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to another fucking
To the,
universe.
to the 4th dimension.
So
I
like
gave
if
her
I-
my
like,
quadragenarius
so
nut.
like if an astronaut's out in space and he's like outside of like the spaceship and he just busts his dick out and just busts one out, like that's quadragenarius. Like he just
into
busted out
another
into the-
fucking universe.
What if he
Yeah.
busted it into the black hole?
I'd say that's pretty
Black hole.
quadragenarius
That'd
of
be
him.
one of the most quadragenarius motherfuckers of all
Yeah.
time.
Armstrong is
Of all time.
quadragenarius. Yeah, dude, that
Oh.
motherfucker was definitely busting.
He
nuts.
fucked the moon. I heard he fucked the moon.
I would have.
That's
I would be the
I would
first.
have
Yeah.
definitely fucked.
First
the
one
moon.
to step on. First one to
First
fuck
one
it.
to
I don't know.
There would have been.
They said it's
Maybe-
soft as
if
cheese.
maybe
I don't
the
know.
last
one,
If I
I
were
don't
on the
know.
moon, I would have fucked the moon. Absolutely. Because like, who else would have ever done it? Like you see, anybody who else would have stepped on the moon would have been like, you see that hole? That's Armstrong's cock.
You see that crater? He blew his jet
Yeah.
quadragenarius
Yeah.
nut there.
See
Yeah.
that indent?
And like his cum would have probably just been floating, like right
God.
above it, like in a video game, like when you collect like.
Come back up at his
Like when
space
somebody
helmet.
dies and you collect their ammo, like it would have been like, oh, like you collect his cum. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Jesus Christ.
Quadragenarius.
Oh, what's on my visor? Oh,
Uh,
it's just smearing. Oh.
Yeah. So shout out Armstrong.
Shout out Neil.
Shout
Shout out Neil, dude.
Good for you, bud.
He kneeled and fucked the moon.
The first
He's
quadragenarius.
quadragenarius.
He
The
is.
first quadragenarius
Moon
astronaut.
fucker. Yeah. Moon fucker astronaut.
The
whatever you
living
wanna call
They
it.
should have his picture in Urban Dictionary.
They
under
really
this.
should.
They should have his picture just on the moon. I don't know why the United States flag is on there. He fucked it. The states didn't fuck it.
Hey, so we got a little dirty. We got a little. We got a little into it. We got a little.
Yeah, I'm
we got a little
sorry.
nasty and
So
the
quadragenarius, yeah, fuck the
old
moon.
Kärel versus the dictionary. Quadragenarius. We're fucking the moon here and
Just
hold us
imagine
accountable.
Grandpa's gonna be listening to this. Quadragenarius, that means fucking the moon? Yeah, straight up.
Neil came up with it.
You learn something new every day. What do you want us to do? I don't. We don't.
You kneel something new every day.
We don't control the news. We just report it. So
Middleman.
that was Kärel versus. Yeah, don't shoot the messenger. Pacham, pacham.
Did you even come up with a Christmas fact?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had one. Yeah.
You gotta bust out your Christmas fact.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what we're talking about, quadragenarius nuts.
Yeah, man.
I have another Christmas space fact. Let me just pull it up, make sure I got it right.
Quadragenarius, gonna bust my nut right on fucking Polybius. Sorry.
Hey, this better.
All right.
You did say this was a Christmas
This is a Christmas fact.
Yeah, we're
quadragenarius.
Can we get
fact.
back into family talk?
All right, look, Christmas fact. You know, I'll give two of them because they're short and sweet.
Oh, you got a twofer.
I got
Oh,
two for
twofer.
them just to play off of our Kärel versus Dictionary word. On December 16th,
Santa busted a nut on. Sorry, all right, keep going.
on December 16th, 1965, the classic Christmas song Jingle Bells was the first song played in space.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey. that's
By
a-
Neil?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong. First.
Hey,
that's
when
a-
was
yeah.
that? When was Apollo 13?
I don't know. Later. 90s?
So
I don't know.
they fucking sent the monkey up with a headset and played fucking Jingle Bells or what?
Yeah.
I
So
cannot-
Jingle Bells.
What was
Jingle
it?
Bells.
What was
First-
what was Apollo? What?
13. Right?
Nah, I know.
Wait,
I think
11?
I think that's
What-
the one
what
that
was
went
the
astray.
fact? What was the fact again?
Jingle Bells was the first song played in space.
Oh, okay. I thought Carl tricked me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said.
I was just asking what Neil had in his headset when he went.
Yeah.
Was it-
Anyways, another short little fact: the world's tallest cut Christmas tree was 221 feet tall.
Get the
Where was it?
fuck out
The
of
towering Douglas fir was put on display
Douglas fir?
and decorated at a shopping center in Seattle in 1950.
Wow.
What a waste of a tree! Like they cut a healthy 200-foot tree down just
To
to
put
be
in a
like,
fucking mall. In Seattle?
God, no wonder it rains all the time.
We would have in
Seattle.
Green Bay. We would have built the mall around that
around
tree.
it.
Around it.
Let it
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah. Cool fact, though. You know, it's
Cool
a
facts.
tall
That
tree.
is a cool fact. That is a cool fact.
Good fact.
Tall tree and quadragenarius.
Seattle.
Jingle bells.
Yeah, man. That tree was just busting jingle nuts.
Quadrinarius pines all over the place. Hey, good facts. Thanks,
Good
Seamo.
facts, dude. Thank you.
Of course,
Appreciate
of course.
that.
Good job
Those are
spelling,
good.
Carl.
Hey, that was quadrinarius. I wish I could give us like a.
Ba, ba, ba-da-da, da-da, ba.
Quadrinarius.
Quadrinarius nuts busting all over you.
Jesus.
Christmas tree covered
Man.
in that tinsel.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 47 holds accountable. Might want to put your earmuffs on because there's a lot of muff talk. All right.
Golly. But hey, we got a book to talk about.
Oh, we do have a book to talk. It's probably it's about the time you leave.
Yeah.
You're out.
One of these weeks, you'll talk about the book with us, huh?
And leave that door open when you get home, my bud. You gonna hang out at the cock?
Going over Slice, see a lady, and
Sliced.
yeah,
She's at Sliced.
yeah, but probably not stay out long. I got work tomorrow. Got shit to
That's
do.
what you always
Projects to
say.
finish. Yeah, you just let me know when you're done. I'll probably still be there. All right, folks. Well, it's good to be here on episode
Hey, everybody give
47.
Seamus Johnson a
Seamo!
round of applause.
Good to be back
Hey, Seamo,
Hey.
you the man.
Go be quadrimary shit
Yeah.
over at Cock and Slice. Proud of you.
All right, folks. Y'all have a good night.
Get the
God
fuck
bless.
out of here.
Thanks, Seamo. You the man, baby.
Seamus out. Turn your mic off.
Hit that mic. There we go.
All right, Seamus is out.
Seamus is out like a Girl Scout.
That's the farthest. You almost made it to the end, bud.
Well, we still got 4 more hours left according to our show topics, so I don't know about how close he made it to the end. But
Fuck.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, let's talk. Hey, you want to close that? Hey, thanks, bud. Yeah, just fucking leave the door wide open.
Morning
Right.
about. Oh, I think you meant your house. Leave the.
No, leave that. Close that door. Open our house up. Fucker, get the fuck out of here. All right, Seamus is gone.
Oh man!
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man!
Talk book.
Let's talk a little book, a little weekly challenge, or not weekly
Monthly
challenge.
challenge.
Monthly challenge. Golly, this is a good beer, huh? oh. Ba, 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 da, 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 ba, ba, da, da, da.
Get the fuck out.
Da, 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 ba, ba, da, ba. Hey! Dude, we should rap to this.
Stop,
We
yeah,
should
this
rap
is dope.
to this.
Seamus is a big
Really
old
gay.
bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seamus sucks. A whole lot of tinsel.
Quanta Namius. I don't know the word.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go on to our monthly challenge. The book. We're reading a book.
We are reading a book, man.
We are reading My Reality TV Show by
Douglas R. Heim.
Arheim.
R. Heim, spelled Heim. It is about a man who grew up in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, man.
Like us.
Yeah.
But unlike us, he is incredibly smart, incredibly talented, incredibly
like,
gifted.
Wildly smart, dude.
Just, I mean,
It's a book about his life. It's a
his life
autobiography.
I would say so.
Yeah.
And just about the different endeavors he undertook, just kind of solely based off of his interests, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
he loved his brother, kind of introduced him to, like, the radio
Yeah.
scene and music and DJs and the ham radios, and that kind of really got him started in this whole, like,
And he was a big
electronic,
tech guy. Yeah. He liked to take shit apart, make them better, put them back together.
dumpster dive.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a
Free-spirited
a buddy who they put a lawnmower motor on a
bike that
could go
reached-
50 miles an hour.
No brakes.
Had to stop with your feet.
Yeah, had to stop at the feet.
So
I mean,
stuff like that. I mean, this guy.
A guy who was one of the first cameramen ever to film Monday Night Football in the United States and didn't know what a fucking linebacker was.
Didn't know what a linebacker was, but had watched football his entire
His
life
whole
with his
life.
dad.
Yeah.
But
Doug Heim.
somehow couldn't figure out what a linebacker was, but also you could drive past, as a kid, he could drive past a bridge in a car and be able to draw it perfectly to scale from memory.
Beautiful artist. Hates painting now.
But hates drawing.
Had to go to
any-
a painting class or an art class.
So, I mean, I feel like he's got some type of, like, photogenic memory of some kind.
He has to. Because, I mean, to be able to take things apart, and, I mean, he built his own camera.
Built his own camera. And let's start this from the very top.
Okay.
Before, and I mean very top in terms of, like, what we want to do with this book. It's not just that we're reading a book and we're reading it to read it. This is a guy that has he knows of our family. He's a friend of our family just based on work. He's done work with
a lot of respect for the people we have a lot of respect for.
Exactly. So. And with that being said, we have a mutual respect for him.
Yes, absolutely.
Just knowing,
100%.
just hearing the stories about him and how much work he's put into some of the businesses and endeavors that some people in our family have worked at.
Yeah.
So a mutual respect for this guy, and a guy that has expressed interest in possibly coming on to our show.
Yeah.
Just solely based on the interest we expressed in him in his book. So
and a guy who basically takes everything he gets and brings it above and beyond.
Right. So
to the fucking max.
So not only do we want to read this guy's book, we would love to interview him, bring him on the show, interview him. And so kind of our goal with reading this book and
our monthly challenge
and the monthly challenge is to read the book and then come up with like an interview strategy almost, or
100%,
or just a different way of thinking about a book in terms of, like, I'm reading this book to not just read it and for entertainment, but I'm reading this book because I want to eventually one day talk to this man face to face.
Yeah, and the more you read his book, the more you want to talk to this guy.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe it depends on the person you are, but the deeper and deeper I got into this book, it's like, I just want to pick this guy's brain. Like, he seems like a kook, and
like,
I mean
the best kind of way.
And I mean that in all due respect, the best, like you said, best kind of way. He seems like a genius.
Exactly.
He seems like a guy who also in a lot of in this book that believed a lot in himself, and in certain ways, you know, like he was brought down by big people who meant a lot to him.
Like his mother.
But also
expresses in the book.
Yes, and that's what but also believed a lot in himself, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he knew he was smart. He knew what he was good at. He knew he could be better than people.
And on top of that, he had a passion. I think that's one of the main things that comes through, like a quick, like, just overview of everything I've read so far, is that it seems like this guy is passionate about the work he's done. It's not just like, I wanted to make money, so I did this because I thought it was the best way to make money. It was, I've had this interest in this field, or creating, developing, building my own movie projection or projection device.
Yeah.
Creating my own radio station in my basement because
Creating
it was fun, not because he was like, oh, this is like something that everyone's doing, so let me try doing it. It was like, no, I think I can do it, so I'm just going to try.
And he talks about stories like his teacher moving like a projection screen into his class, and he wanted to know, like, oh, I want to take that apart. I want to know everything that has to go into it. And this is a guy who, it's not only a thought. It's not. Oh, I'm interested in electronics and how things work. Looking at it, oh, that's cool. It's a guy who I'm passionate about. I want to take it apart, and I want to be able to build things and create things that I can't afford, but create them off of things that are available to me. This guy is a genius in my head, from what I read from his book, a genius. And I think the best part about it is he's a, like I said, a wild man, a kook in a way, like just a fucking nutbag. To me, reading this book, this guy seems like a nutbag. In the best way, in the best terms possible.
Yeah, you know that.
You know what I mean?
We all know that, like, or we have known that person who's just brilliant. Mm-hmm. Like, you've had a buddy or you've had an acquaintance who you're just like, man, this guy is...
Yeah.
He's smarter than I'll ever be, but he is weirder in some other... And weird in a... That's not the right word.
No, weird is he's just interesting. He's maybe and that's maybe what makes people weird, or like kooky is the interest that they have. Like like I have plenty of friends who I partied with, who partied harder than me, who were fucking crazy, like just went wild during high school, but also got accepted to the best colleges, and are like did shit in college and got straight A's, 4.0s, but partied harder than me, and were just wild. But Doug Heim to me is just like, this dude was like a dude who to me seemed like to himself like just a normal kind of weird guy, shy guy who didn't necessarily think he was anything special.
Right.
But like the way he was able to interpret like everything he did was wild. Like especially with electronics and like with like being an engineer basically.
Yeah, so I think last time we talked, or last time we recorded, we had gotten up to, let's see, he was like,
probably pretty early in the book.
Yeah, because so I think we were saying like, oh, we're going to get to a certain chapter, and I mean, you told me yesterday, you were like, yeah, I got up to there, and then you were like, nah, I really didn't make it up. So we were like kind of talking, but we never really got into some of the stuff, like the Barney guy. Like I think I had read that.
Yeah, so like now I'm at chapter 10, but like just
I'm trying to think of a good spot to like pick up at, and we can kind of go.
How about when he started
quickly.
getting into his his mobile dance machine, like his truck, like when he really started getting like entrepreneurial, like all the from working to in the news station to working his way up, and then
Dude, there's so many funny, dude, like the time card.
yeah,
you remember?
Yes, yeah. Well, he bought his own fucking time card, his own fucking machine.
There was one of the at whatever job, I think it was Channel 11.
Yeah,
It was like they had a new time card mandate that you had to be punched in and punched out. There was at the right times. There was no more like telling someone like, "Hey, sorry, I forgot to punch in."
Yeah.
And this was my real time, but I punched in at this time. It was like if you got 2 strikes, you were done.
It's like one warning was like you're suspended from work for like 3 days,
Yep.
and the next one's like you're terminated. And
So-
he just had a kid. He just got married.
And he was so used to the old way of doing things.
Yeah.
He knew that he was going to mess up. And so instead of just like making sure he was on top of his shit, he bought it. He found the manufacturer of the time stamping device, asked if he could have a replica made, then realized they sent him the wrong color ink.
Yeah, so he not just the ink, but like the everything that the mechanicals inside.
It
so
wasn't like worn down
he
as
had like
much.
he had like the silver devices, and he needed like the copper or whatever, like punch cards or whatever, like the devices inside, and then like needed the exact type of ink because the punch card, it was like light, and like the punch card wasn't clear, so it had to like punch like half-ass. So he had to like fuck around with the whole mechanical system so it punched a certain type of way with the same type of ink. Like it's like above and beyond to the fucking max.
I knew it was a matter of time. I knew eventually I would forget. I'm a ticking time bomb. I'm a married man with a child on the way and a house to pay for. I can't lose my job now. Where will I ever find another job? I don't even have a college education. I had to come up with something, and something fast. What would you do? My solution? I'll buy my own time clock. I'll keep it in the trunk of my car. If I forget to punch, all I have to do is take my time card out to the parking lot and punch. I would be able to alter my clock to punch whatever day or time I wanted. I thought it was a simple yet brilliant solution, so I ordered one. I got the time clock's brand name and model number right off of the clock at work. I contacted the manufacturer and was able to place an order for the exact same model. A week later, my time clock arrives in the mail. With the clock, I also ordered blank time cards so I could do test punches. I thought I was all set. I was in for a huge surprise. My clock was brand new. The station clock was old. My clock punched nice, sharp print. The station's clock punched uneven and faded print. It gets worse. The 2 different time clocks each had different types of font. There was no way this was going to work, but I couldn't give up now. As soon as I removed the housing from the... Jesus, this guy fucking... Instead of just being like, damn it, all right, I got to make sure I'm just fucking on my shit. He goes... as soon as I removed the housing from the clock to expose the inner workings, I immediately recognized the problem. My gear wheels were different than the ones in the clock at the TV station.
Like, who thinks
Who
this
the
hard?
fuck?
Like, somebody would buy that time card and say, oh, just punch is too good. Now I just have to be on my shit.
My gear wheels were different than the ones. I knew this because I once witnessed the maintenance man at the station take the cover off of the time clock to set the clock from standard time to daylight savings time. The clock at the TV station had brass gear wheels, but mine had aluminum. That's why the types of font didn't match. I called the manufacturer of the time clock and made up a story. I told them I had an older clock that needed the brass gear wheels replaced. There were 3 different wheels. One printed the day of the week, another printed the hour, and another printed the minutes. I needed all 3. It was a special order, so the 3 brass wheels ended up costing me more than what I paid for the clock. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
Instead of just going, I got to make sure I'm punching in on time, and I just do shit.
It's like the best. It's like the best fucking like lazy worker in the world. Not even lazy worker at this point.
I was successful at replacing the aluminum wheels with the brass. Now the printed font of my time clock matched the TV station's time clock, but my problem was my problems were
faded
far
font.
from over. I still had the uneven and faded print that I needed to match. This was going to take even more problem solving. To get my clock to exactly match the clock at work, I will have to kidnap my own time card and sneak it home. Using my blank time cards for testing, I manipulated my clock stamping mechanism to duplicate the appearance of the stamping on my real time card. I compared the time cards print side by side. They were a spot-on match, except for one thing. The only thing I failed to get to be an exact match was the color. My ink was a teeny bit darker shade of blue. I took my chances and rolled with it. I'll let you know how it all turned out later.
And I think I remember when it.
I don't exactly remember.
But who does that?
But I mean, like,
Who does that?
that is. This book is just so interesting in terms of not just like when you just think about it on a person level. Like, I don't know many people like this guy.
I don't know if I know anybody who's that committed to any little thing he does, dude. And the reason I love this book is because it's there's always setups to the end of the story. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like the tip of my penis.
Oh, what a chapter!
Is a great chapter. One of the chapters is called "The Tip of My Penis," and you look at that and you're like, what the fuck could that even be about? And it was the background of one of their news to one of Barney's and TJ's or whatever, one of the news station.
Yeah. So this, it's a great chapter because he sets it all up.
Yeah.
He gives you a little blurb at the beginning, and you go, oh, that's interesting. Then he sets up the whole thing, and you don't even realize he's setting it up until the very end of the chapter. So they played this game on his all-night TV station.
It's like something pow.
No, different game. It was a picture game called like What Is It?
Oh, yeah. It was like a zoom in an image, and you have to guess what it is.
Okay, so exactly. So they would take like an everyday object from that time period and take an extremely zoomed in picture of a specific part of that object.
Yeah.
So for example, they might not have used this exact object, but an example, you take an extremely zoomed up picture of like a desk fan.
Yeah.
Just like an on off switch on a desk fan. You zoom in super close on the on off switch, and then on the TV show overnight they would play What Is This? And people would either call or write in and guess what it is. So eventually this kind of got pretty popular.
Yeah.
And there was a photographer who said, hey, here's just a bunch of images I've taken for you to use. And one of the images, he was like, oh, this is just a very nice, pleasant image of like a pinkish.
It was like a background. It was like a backdrop. It wasn't even. I don't even think it was a part of the game. It was like a backdrop to the.
Well, I think he saw it and was like, oh, this would make a nice backdrop. For something.
Yeah.
So
it was like he explained it as like.
It was called Mystery Picture. Let's see if I can just pull out each week I would bring to the show an everyday object from home, like a food utensil or common tool. I would set the object under a camera in the studio. Then I would choose a teeny area of the object and zoom the camera in as close as possible. So close that it was difficult to make out what the picture was. People were to call in and identify what the mystery picture was. The first person that did it won a prize. So, like, one of the examples in the book is of like a desk lamp, and he zoomed in on the on-off switch of the desk lamp. Eventually, I didn't need to bring in any more items to work. That was because a local professional photographer donated a mass amount of mystery pictures for me to use. This was when the mystery picture feature really took off. He was a pro, so with this special camera equipment, he was able to take super extreme close-ups. He was also able to provide pictures of objects I couldn't have shot in the studio. Things like car door latches, water faucets, appliances, and even parts of the human body. The photographer was so generous that he also donated various fun backgrounds that I was free to use in the production of TV commercials. Backgrounds are the fancy, sometimes blurred images that usually appear at the end of TV commercials. They typically appear behind graphics like phone numbers and addresses. One of the backgrounds the photographer gave me appeared to look like a soft, pink, wrinkled surface, and it was rather unusual, but yet created an interesting background. It was unusual enough for one of the TV station's producers to want to use it in a commercial. I had no plans to use the image, so I gave it to him. That commercial with the pink, wrinkly surface ended up on the air everywhere. Not only was it broadcast on our station, but it aired on all the TV stations, and it aired a lot. I saw it everywhere I went. It aired in the mornings, afternoons, prime time, all day and all night. It even aired on TJ and the Ant, and it was one of our it was on the air for months before I learned the truth. The photographer that gave me the image calls me to let me in on a little secret. He asked me if I had any idea what the background actually was. I guessed it was some kind of wrinkled pink cloth or something like that. He laughed and says, "It was only meant to be a joke. I probably should have told you. It's an extreme close-up of the tip of my penis." It's an extreme close-up of the tip of my penis. It's an extreme close-up of the tip of my penis. It was on air for months before I learned the truth.
It was just a nice, soft pink background, man.
I mean, dude, before that happened now, holy shit, the backlash people would say.
But it's just a nice background. It's just a nice.
But it's shit like that. Like the
God.
first, like this guy was really like on the cutting edge floor of like television, and like what was bringing people to the television was what like this guy and his television station were really working at, like 24/7 stations. Hey, that's something new. Like we should do that because maybe it might bring people in. Something that really hadn't been done. I think the only place it was being done were like big markets like Chicago, New York, I'm sure, and LA,
in Wisconsin.
But in Wisconsin, it was the first. He was a part of the first all-night television crew. So, I mean, just some of the stuff this guy gets into before TV is like, it was regulated. Like there were FCC compliance people and this and that, but it wasn't. I mean,
other than the pirated radio station, FCC was cool with what they were doing. That's a whole different story.
Well, but even that, I mean, this guy, I think we talked about it a little bit the last show, but he was like the first podcaster.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his own radio station that he would create enough content, record it, and just have it playing like while he was at work.
Yeah.
And then it would just play all day while he was working. He would have
at school
ads,
or whatever.
Yeah, at school.
His buddies would give him albums to play during the day, and he'd just have enough pre-recorded shit. He'd go to school, to work, and just play it, and it'd go all day.
Yeah, his name for the radio station was Captain Corpsel.
Yep.
He could take live phone calls. His dad caught him taking live calls.
Yeah.
His dad.
When his parents were traveling down, right, in Sturgeon Bay or something, right?
Yeah, I think it was like something like his dad had originally caught him and was like, "Hey, you got to shut this down."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay, no, it's just local. Like, it's not a big deal."
Yeah, just through my buddies through the pier.
And then his dad, and then he said his dad took a drive out to Sturgeon Bay. Good still.
I heard him on the radio. It was like WDHS or something.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. What was it? WDH for something Douglas Heim or Douglas.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
WDRH Douglas R.
Yeah.
Heim, I think. Let's see if I can.
But a fucking genius, dude. This guy was the things he did.
I don't think my mom had a clue what I was doing. My dad did, but there was a lot he didn't know. By now, he knew things like I had a 15-foot pole and antenna strapped to the backyard fence. What he didn't know was that it was broadcasting 24/7. He also didn't know how far I was broadcasting. Neither did I. And he also didn't know what I bought. He also didn't know that I bought a telephone from a Radio Shack store and tapped it into our home phone
He's
line.
taking live calls.
That's right. I was
dude.
able to take live phone calls over the air. Of course, I could only take calls when my parents weren't home.
How about when he moved it to Pier and he fucking put like a 40-foot tower in his fucking house, dude. Oh my god! And his sunroom was like his whole like FM or like a whole pirate radio station like studio.
Early one of those Saturday mornings, my dad was to drive my mom up to Door County, Wisconsin to do some gift shopping. This was great because they will be gone for hours and it will give me a chance to take live phone calls over the radio station. Before leaving the driveway, my dad decides to turn on the car radio and tune into my radio station. I, of course, didn't know it because I was in the basement doing my chores. As soon as my parents disappeared around the corner, out came the live microphone and live phone-in requests. I had no clue the whole time my dad was listening. A few hours later, shortly before my parents returned, I put away everything. I hid the mic and the telephone and made things look quite quiet and normal again. When they do return, my dad is on a mission to find me. And he knows exactly where to find me. He heads straight downstairs, and there I am, still mopping the basement floor. He grabs me by the shirt collar, lifts me off of my feet, and shoves me up against the wall. His face was blood red, and his eyes were bulging wide open. I've never seen him this upset. He very calmly but very firmly says to me, "How far did you say this thing can go?" I told him that a couple of my buddies said they could pick it up downtown. My dad says I was in Sturgeon Bay and it's coming in loud and clear. I thought for sure he was going to shut me down forever, but he didn't. Instead, he set me back down on my feet and tells me to turn the thing down. I couldn't believe it. He's not going to shut me down, so I turn a crank on the transmitter and made a needle drop on one of the gauges. Then he says, "That's better." The change I made really didn't lower the power or do anything at all. My dad was really cool. He was okay with everything as long as he thought I was only broadcasting as far as the neighborhood. I mean, this guy, dude. This freaking guy. He did Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football.
This is
dude.
another. I mean, dude, Chapter 6 is a good chapter.
Yeah,
man.
dude. This is a interesting guy.
Or Chapter 3. That was only Chapter 3.
Yeah, I know, man.
Dude, that's only Chapter 3, man.
I'm just getting into the part where he gets divorced from his first wife out of 4, I believe.
Yeah, I think I'm just about there because I read. So I'm working my way through Chapter 10 right now.
Yep, me too.
I had just gotten through the part where he had there was a big party at his house that he didn't know about. He came home. Or no, that would have been when was that?
That was Chapter 9, I believe.
Yeah, that was Chapter 9, Party Zone.
Where he came home, all his friends were partying at his house with his wife and shit.
Yep.
With they had the pool in the backyard and all that, and
yeah, and I want that was, dude. If I came home to my house and I saw a bunch of dudes that worked for me partying with my wife
in a skimpy little bikini,
I would have a lot more to say than just I blew a nut, or what did he say?
But he was in love with this girl. It was the love of his life, the mother of his kids.
Needless to say, I blew a nut and kicked everyone out. What was the conversation like with your wife
man.
after that? What was the
I can't even
conversation like
imagine.
with your employees? Like,
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
like what was the I mean, dude, I wouldn't I would have fired everybody.
Yeah.
I would have said
I imagined, and I don't think this. I'm not sure if this would happen, but I thought the whole time like his wife was like cheating on him or something.
well, I haven't gotten that far yet.
I
but
have
maybe
not either.
She has been. I mean,
I want a divorce. That's chapter 10.
Well, because at some point in this chapter, at some point he says like, I used to take my wife would come on jobs with me.
Yeah.
And then he says eventually my wife was going on jobs with the other dudes in the company. So I was like, oh, he's going to start laying down how like she was cheating on him.
Yeah.
But then he just lays down this party and she was there with everyone and knew everything was going on. And I'm like, there's nothing else there? There's nothing else?
We'll see.
And that's the thing. He's so honest in a lot of aspects.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Where
but
it's
then
like,
in some, it's like.
but he talks about like when he first meets his first wife, about like how this was the biggest mistake of his life.
He does say that a lot.
Yeah, a lot. He says this.
Yeah. So you kind of
worst decision I've ever made in my life. Like. He was pretty clear, and there's 3 more wives to go.
And there's 3
until he meets
more
Shar,
wives.
who is apparently the keeper.
And yeah, so this guy it's just so interesting. I mean, the whole like cable revolution kind of
shut down TJ and the Ant.
Shut down the TJ and the Ant, the all night theater.
Yep.
And like Barney in his clubhouse is
Then he was surviving basically off his mobile DJ.
Dude, the other funny thing was that this Barney dude, this little like animated guy that basically he created, like took over a spot of a real person.
Yeah, that guy who what was his
Uncle Jerry.
Uncle Jerry. Yeah, he's like, remember it was like the last day. He's like, I want to fucking strangle Barney.
I'd like to strangle that little fucker.
A fucking puppet took over this dude's spot.
Oh, man. Well, let me see if I can just pull the whole fucking quote.
Was that like the first thing of like ventriloquist? Like,
I don't know if it wasn't. I don't know if it would be called ventriloquism because he was in. No one saw him.
Yeah, he was hidden.
All they saw was the TV, and he was just manipulating a projection screen.
Yeah.
That would be. It was like the negative. So how did he describe it here? It was like the puppet rested on, and it's not like so much a puppet as it's like, like, do you remember when the teacher would roll in like the projection screen, and there would be like a flat screen, and then there would be this like thing that went up over the top, and the light. What was it called? It was a. Oh, damn it! But it was a box. On top of the box was like a light. And,
And then
above the box
was the fucking
another mini like box.
Not projection. It was what the fuck was that called, dude? Oh my god, I can't remember the name.
It was like a projection screen.
Not projection.
Let me see.
Look it up.
Let me see, like old school projection or something. An overhead projector?
Overhead projector.
Projector. So it was almost like it was one of those where it was on the base of the box was like the image he was manipulating. But then what would show up on TV was the negatives of the image. So he had to, like, understand that, like, what he wanted to be seen on TV, he had to cover up on his end. So he had to, and that's kind of what the way I interpreted it, just because it's so, like, old school that I don't really know exactly how it works. But his description of this, like, it was a pretty newer technology that was on television. Like, he flew to New York to learn how to do this. So, like, where did it say? The TV station paid for me to fly out to New York City and meet the puppet's inventor and to be personally trained by the very people that hand make the puppets. I had to sign a very strict lifelong contract. I could never, ever tell anyone exactly how the cartoon puppet actually works. The little I can tell you is that the puppet was actually a negative of what you saw on TV. Whatever was black on the puppet was white when you saw him on TV. This was the same with the colors. Red was green, yellow was blue. The puppet rested on top of a blue illuminated table that created what everyone now knows as a blue screen. At the time, we called it a chroma key. Chroma meaning color and key meaning cutting a keyhole, meaning a hole where you can electronically remove a selected color of an image. Then insert another image as a background of the keyed image. For Barney's background, I had the art department create a cartoon interior of a clubhouse. When we keyed Barney over the image, abracadabra, alakazam, Barney was inside his clubhouse. So, just like a really, like, first generation, first way of projecting an image from one location to the next, of, like, transmitting this image on this screen to an image, to creating that same image on a different screen. And the way they did it was by just, like, inverting everything and using this thing they called a blue screen. When I brought Barney back from New York, it was now my job to take care of this thing. I had to carry this puppet in a special case and guard it with my life. And I don't think it's an actual puppet, like a 3D puppet.
Yeah.
I think it's a two-dimensional puppet, but takes 3D objects to create it. So, like, a projector screen, a overhead projector, like, it takes all these things. But again, that's just my interpretation of. That'd be something I'd be curious to ask him about.
Yeah, it seemed like to me it was like a fucking whole puppet, like it was a whole thing.
Yeah, it's like one of the first versions of animation on TV. And
yeah.
Instead of, like, creating an animation and then just uploading it, you had to real time create the animations.
I mean, this whole puppet took over a real human job.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Like he says, they're there. So I had to carry around the puppet in a special case and guard it with my life. I always kept the puppet at home. There, no one but my wife and I would ever see the puppet. I actually set up Barney in our bedroom so I could practice. It's like practice moving him around and creating the images and all that stuff. So yeah, then he made it onto this thing called Clubhouse POW. I mean, there's
which was a game, right? That was the
game
Clubhouse
that they POW
played,
game. I mean, there's just so much in terms of, like, early television. Like, we could spend 20 minutes talking about Clubhouse POW and how it worked and all this stuff. I mean, it just early television is interesting.
Yeah, man. I mean, this guy was. It seemed like he was in front of a lot of innovation, like
Just trying to get anybody and everybody to look at television screen and like whatever it took.
He wanted a part of it.
Right. So yeah, there was that. There was the Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman Jack, yeah.
He had this great idea so he went and he like filmed the sock hop, and he was like, man, this thing,
which is like a live televised
like
dance. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. To like real, like nowadays it'd be like MTV fucking, I don't even know.
So
they don't even have
he
that.
says, like, I got an idea for producing our own event after the city's most popular FM radio station hosted a sock hop at a local ballroom. With nothing more than a small DJ setup and some 1950s, 60s music, the radio station packed in over 2,000 people, and each person paid $2 a head to get in. This was the time I first met the FM radio station's DJ star, DJ Bill. So he's like, wow, the sock hop was so like impressive.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can be a DJ and DJ. I can do the whole thing.
Get a bigger crowd. Yeah.
I can get a bigger crowd. I can get a bigger cut because I'm the only one doing it.
Yep.
And he was like, but I bet you I could get like a local or a like celebrity, not even local, just a celebrity in general to come and be a part of this. So we'll get more people to show up. We'll get more money in the doors. I'll make more money. And he got this guy called Wolfman Jack, who was a, where does he say? He was I found a national DJ star that I believed I could afford. He was known as Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jack had been recently featured in the blockbuster movie American Graffiti. Feeling pretty confident in myself, I signed a $7,000 contract and hired Wolfman to host my sock hop. So then this guy, he like spends all this time booking things, spending money,
spending a bunch of money, his own money,
reserving a venue, making sure this is on point, that's on point, and then he sets the sock hop for.
Like after New Year's.
Yeah.
Like the weekend after New Year's.
2 weeks after New Year's in 1982. I figured it would be the perfect time because people would be looking for something to do right after the holidays. Who could have foreseen what the weather was going to be like? Turns out it was one of the coldest Januaries on record. As soon as my radio commercials would air, they were immediately followed by announcements for people to stay at home and only travel if it's an absolute emergency. So, like, he would have these commercials like, hey, we got this sock hop coming at this venue. It's from this to this time. It's going to be fun.
Dance,
we got Wolfman Jack going to be there. And then immediately followed was, hey, it's really, really cold outside. Stay at home.
Yeah.
So, like, the big night came and people didn't. I counted less than 100. I will never forget looking out at the large empty ballroom thinking, how in the hell am I going to pay for all this? It was such a disaster that Wolfman Jack decided not to stay. He simply made his appearance and then left, leaving me alone on stage to finish the sock hop all by myself. So, yeah, this guy spent like 6 months planning out a sock hop, getting everything.
Yeah. I mean, this guy, but he believed in himself.
He really
believed in what he did, but he believed in his knowledge. He believed in his... everything he fucking did.
Oh, the most pissed off he's ever been.
Oh,
with
the
haunted house.
Yeah.
That was pretty
like.
Those
kids tied him down, one leg to a truck, one leg to a tree.
So this guy was doing. He was
TJ in there.
He was TJ in the
Ants,
right? Yeah, and he was. He helped promote. He was helping promote things, and he was helping promote a Halloween haunted house. It took place at an old unoccupied house on the far east side of town. And there was one adult chaperone. There was just a bunch of like teenagers working. They were all drinking, he was saying.
Yep.
Like, the teenagers were drinking, just kind of hanging out, like doing teenager
Teenage
shit.
shit.
Like, they're like, hey, we're working at a haunted house. Hey, haunted house? Haunted house? Till 2, 3 in the morning. Like, let's have a couple beers. Let's get a little loose. Let's have fun while we're doing this.
17-year-old kids.
And then they all thought, let's scare the crap out of TJ, which is our main man, Doug Heim here. And he says, without warning, I was suddenly mobbed and tackled to the ground and dragged next to a large tree. While that was going on, one of the students backed up a pickup truck to the scene. Everything happened in just seconds. Out of nowhere, the students pull out 2 lengthy ropes. While being held down against my will, one student tied the end of one of the ropes around my left ankle, while another student tied the other rope around my right ankle. They must have put some real planning into this, because at the same time all of that was going on, just like clockwork, other students were tying the other ends of the ropes around the tree and the other to a trailer hitch on the pickup truck, and the engine was running. At first I played along with their nonsense. The mob of spectating students all just stood around watching, laughing and cheering everything on while they smoked and drank. To them, this was the most fun and excitement they had all night. If their plan was to scare the crap out of me, it worked. I didn't quite trust these kids. I knew what they were doing was stupid and dangerous. They all thought it was just fun and games. Most of all, I was helpless, and I knew these idiots weren't exactly sober. I had no way of knowing how far they were going to take all of this. I became frightened. All right, I was so frightened that I could actually feel my heart pounding with fear from my head to my toes. So this guy's tied up.
Yeah.
There's one rope tied to a tree, which is also tied to his wrists. There's another rope tied to his ankles, which is tied to a truck.
Yeah.
So he is
split him in half.
Exactly. I thought at any moment they'd stop the crazy prank. I fearfully begged and screamed for them to knock it off. Enough already, I screamed. The more I begged and screamed, the more they laughed and cheered. God, that'd be the most just frustrating, helpless feeling.
Especially with a bunch of drunk high school kids.
He goes on to say it actually seemed to encourage them on. They must have believed I was just playing along. Then the driver in the pickup truck put his machine into gear, and the crowd started cheering. Slowly, the pickup truck moved forward, and little by little, he pulled up all of the slack in the ropes. Now the crowd of cheering students was so loud that it drowned out my screaming. The moment my legs began to slowly be pulled apart was the game-changing moment for me. To me, this was no longer fun and games. My fear transformed into something much, much more intense, like a split personality or flipping a switch. The fear was gone, and in the blink of an eye, I became raging mad. He was intense. You could feel his heart pounding. The drunk, stupid idiots actually put him into real danger. As the truck started to pull my legs open, gee, many crickets. My demeanor worsens. The tone of my voice even changed. I was no longer screaming in fear. It was beyond that. I was livid. This has now gone way beyond horror. I was being terrorized. One of my legs was tied to a tree, and the other leg was tied. Oh, so he was like...
Yeah, it was legs. Hit both of his legs.
Oh, so he had
so
one...
they tied a rope around one of his
okay.
ankles, one to a truck.
That's
and
what it
splitting
was.
Him apart.
Okay. His leg... Okay. So one of my legs was tied to the tree, and the other legs was tied to the trailer hitch of the pickup truck that was running in gear and slowly pulling me apart by my ankles. The driver's foot could slip at any second, and I'd be ripped in half. My voice sounded like Satan from hell himself when I screamed insults, profanity, and threats at everyone. Jesus. Like, I would love to ask him about, like, this. Like, what the...
What is your mind going through at this point? A bunch of drunk, stoned teenagers got your legs tied up, thinking it's a funny skit at this point.
So then finally one of the students says, I think he's serious. With that, some kids decided to advise the driver of the truck to stop pulling me apart. Finally, he did and put the truck in reverse, while other kids untied me and let me go. But that was not the end of it. As I scurried to help untie the ropes around my ankles, I continued my angry rants. No one was laughing when I told them I was done with them and that I wanted nothing more to do with them, any of them, ever again. Gee, Monique Frickets. And then it was like, he tells that story, and then he's just like, as I mentioned earlier, back at the studio, each night I was never alone and always had the FCC licensed television engineer with me. Like, what?
I know, dude. He bounced it, like it's like one crazy fucking story to another.
He goes on to tell you the most terrifying night of his life to just like, hey, there was an FCC licensed guy with me at all times in the radio station. So
man, yeah, dude.
it's just
I can imagine.
This book has been incredibly easy to read, and I mean that in the best possible way.
Yeah, it's like it's something you can follow, like something you can kind of visualize.
And I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe like I don't read that much, but it just feels like a book of an everyman who's at a different level than an everyman.
Yeah, and as crazy and as sane as his stories are, and like the genius shit he does, like his stories like are like I can visualize it, I get it, you know, like I understand it. And that's what I like about the way he wrote this book was like like it's even like just the words he put into it, the way he separates his stories, and it's like it makes it more intense. It makes it like but then he hops, like he goes from getting torn into twos and getting torn apart by the FCC. Then it's like,
dude, what about his arcade truck? I just saw a note about that. He had this arcade truck.
Yeah,
he had this
couple Pac-Man games.
He
couple pinballs.
he had a van, a big like utility van.
This seemed like a desperate sprawl for him.
Yeah, that he just threw some like pinball machines, some arcade games,
And they just park it outside the high school.
And have kids.
Yeah.
Just come and hang out in his
And
van.
And then like the school board and the parents started like, hey, we're a
Like,
little unsure
man,
about.
the fuck you having our kids come in your van for? And he's like, all right, I'm done.
Yep. All right.
Like,
Sounds
don't worry.
good.
It cost me more to run it than
For
it
me to
made
come
me.
to court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I'm done.
I'm done.
And he's
That's
like,
it.
I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, that was the easiest.
And he went to court for like having like too many like commercial vehicles in his driveway that he beat the court with. You know, he came with like his own pictures.
I read that one yet.
That you definitely did.
Did
It was
I?
before that, yeah. It's like when he had like the dance machine vehicles, and all these people working for him coming in at like 3 a.m. after weddings and shit, and like his neighbors took him to court because he had too many commercial vehicles in his lawn, the noise nuisance and all that shit, and he beat it.
Oh no, I'm not quite that far yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually just a few pages off of that.
Okay.
So like my day in court.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite there yet, but
Okay.
it.
He's a guy who he's smart enough to beat the systems, but like the ideas this fucker had was just insane.
What else? Let me just. So we talked about. I mean, this guy was he was like the first like wedding DJ.
Yeah, first wedding DJ.
At the time, most people were getting live bands to come to their wedding and play music they requested, but this guy, like, they requested a live band to like learn these songs, right? They would say, hey, please learn these songs and play them at our wedding. Or it was just like, hey, we want you to come do our wedding, and whatever songs you guys know, those are the songs you guys are going to do at our wedding. But this guy was like, I'll just play any song you want.
Yeah.
It'll sound just like.
Yeah, he just played vinyl.
Yeah, I'll just play vinyls of the exact band.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be live. It's probably a little cheaper
Yeah.
to do.
And everybody else thought like, why would you do that? And then like that's what it is now.
That's what it is. And I think your ma was one of the first people to
Yeah, I
have
mean,
him
yeah.
at her wedding.
Yeah, the reception.
With his
With
dance,
his dance
floor
floor
and his
and-
DJ
yeah.
service, and he was TJ. He'd also do appearances at weddings as TJ and the Ant.
Yep.
And I thought one of the funny stories was that he would do like multiple weddings at once.
Yeah.
So
And
he'd
they
like appear
dip
to
out
Yeah.
for a little bit, go to a wedding, then like nobody saw me, dip out, go back to that wedding, finish it off, and like bounce back and forth.
And I would be so exhausted just by doing one wedding.
He said he was doing like the news station all day, and then he'd do these weddings all night. And he said he'd get like 4 hours of sleep sporadically. Like after I'd work at the news station, get an hour of sleep, go to the fucking weddings, get an hour. He's like, I'd maybe get like 2 hours of sleep.
I think he was still DJing on the weekends too.
Yeah. And then
At,
he was
clubs?
at clubs. There was club or night. It was like called the Nightclub in Waukesha or
Yeah. He was DJing there. He had all these crazy jobs, and then
He's working like 4 jobs at a time.
and still, I find it crazy that he still continuously says through the chapters I've read is that he was like, I was being a good father, I was being a good family man, I was making sure I was doing.
I love this girl was my world, my
Yeah.
family was my world,
loved my kids,
and he always made that a point. And then you just come to a chapter that just says she wants a divorce, like.
Or then you come to a chapter where he's like, I worked 48 straight hours.
Yeah, he said the longest he worked was like 63 hours straight.
And I was like, dude, I don't know if that's not quite putting your family for. It's just a weird.
I think for him it was like I'm making sure my family's in a
Exactly.
good house. My wife never worked. She never worked.
Exactly.
Like that's what he always kept saying. It's like my wife didn't have to work. My kid had money. Like it was like to him that
We were
was
good.
like that's what a good family is.
Whatever. Like she wanted a car, we got a car.
But
She
from the
wanted a
beginning
pool.
of like his first marriage, like he kept and like the funny thing is like we're on chapter 10. We're still on his first wife.
his first wife,
And he had 4. He had 4 until he met Shar, which was like this book is dedicated out of.
this guy is in.
And like so like I'm curious to see like what happens between chapter 10 to the end of this book. Like how fast, like what else fucking happened? I can't even
Right?
imagine. I
Right.
can't even imagine.
Yeah, let's see how many we're halfway
Like we have
through
questions
this.
for this guy now and just like wait till we get to the end of this book. I think there's 18 chapters or something.
Oh, 26.
26.
236 pages.
Yeah, I'm on 100.
We're about a third of the way through.
Yeah, man.
We'll get about another half of the way through by next week.
Yeah.
We'll be about halfway through next week. And so we're trying to plan on getting him on the show.
Yeah.
We're thinking about hopefully sometime in January.
Yeah.
December's going to be a little tough just based holidays.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to try to stress a guy out over like, hey, can you make it the week of Christmas? Like
We'll do our thing through December
We'll-
when we can. Like I'll have we'll record next week.
Yep.
And then probably won't. I mean, I'll have family in town.
Yeah. Well,
We'll see. We'll fucking
we're not
figure
gonna.
it out.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
If we can record, we can record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If we can do it, we can do it. If we
The
can't, we
holidays,
can't.
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
holidays,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
But no, so we want to get this guy on for an interview, and I think one of the things we've been talking about doing is making sure we have like some good, solid interview
Yeah.
questions. So,
And he makes it hard with this book.
because you don't. It's just like what he puts so much out there, but then like when you read it, you're like, hey man, like I want to ask him this, but I don't.
I mean, I think my biggest questions, like, I want to get personal with the guy. Like, what is it like? Because like he mentions his mom so often, but so lightly. Like his mentions with his mother are, every big successful thing he does, he always says, of course, the first person I want to tell is my mother.
Right.
And she always shuts him down.
Shuts him down.
And like my
just
biggest
shits
question
on
is
him.
like, how is it like to be so successful in a sense, but have no moral support from the one woman you should?
Right.
You know, like, and not only no moral support, but so shut down, being called stupid. He always says that. Like, my mother always told me I was dumb.
Right.
My mom always told me I was stupid and I never amount to nothing.
The head cameraman, like the lead
Yeah. You'll never be more than a cameraman.
cameraman for the, one of the biggest news stations
Yeah.
in the state. Oh, you're just a cameraman? Well,
Yeah, you'll never be more than that. And then everything,
man.
everything more, she's like, well, why aren't you doing this? And like, and he's always like super keen on like mentioning that, and it's always like super short, where it's like, I wanted to tell my mom that. Oh, my mom told me I was dumb. And then the next day I went, and it's like, and then I did this.
Hey.
I got to tell, the one person I have to tell is my mom. Oh, she told me I'm fucking dumb again. And then it's like constant, like.
and like I think his siblings told him that, like, oh yeah, mom would tell us she's just telling you that to make you bet. She wants to make you better.
Yeah.
It's like, man, like that's obviously a different time, right?
His mom sounds like the worst, terrible. Like, even like.
But just think of how she was raised. Like,
Oh my
she
God,
was
I can't
probably-
imagine. I can't.
I mean, this guy grew up
that
in the,
see, that's a good question. That is the best question.
like,
Like,
what were your
all
grandparents
right, like
what-
you experienced this terror in a sense with your mother, the way she raised you.
right?
But what made her raise you like that? That's a
Right.
question.
like,
what are your grandparents like?
right?
Did you ever
meet
ask
your grandparents? Did you
Yeah.
ever?
Did you ever ask your mom how it was being raised by your grandparents?
Exactly.
That's a question.
That'd be a great. One.
That's a deep question, with especially like a guy with. Write that down.
I'm gonna write this.
Like a
down.
guy like this, like that's a guy I'm not afraid to ask that question, because how open he is in his book,
Right.
like that. I think he would be very open to answer that question.
You put it out there, and we gotta
But
know.
even, in a more personal, like asking my mother how my grandma was never how I thought grandma was.
right?
You know what I mean?
She was a stern lady, right?
Very fucking stern lady, very upfront, blunt lady. And I don't know, but like this Mrs. Heim had to have been raised in a fucking stern way. His dad seems cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad seemed like
He seemed like my papa. In a kind of a sense, where like he was stern. You didn't fuck with ma, but if you're doing something and putting your fucking work into it, all right, I'll keep her quiet. You know
Right,
what I
like-
mean?
like he could see the passion in
Yeah,
maybe not agree with how you're
discipline
doing
in the
it.
right way. Like his dad wasn't too stoked when he ran away. You know,
Right.
like his dad, like if you're doing what you wanted, this radio station, you're putting work into it. I'm not gonna say shit to ma, but the minute you run away, then I'm gonna be fucking stern with it. You know, like you're fucking with your mom now.
Right.
You know, like that. It seemed pretty. It seemed in that way.
Oh yeah. I mean, just on that blurb we read of his dad picking up the radio station, and he
Yeah.
was like, just tone it down,
Tone it
guy.
down,
You
dude.
can't.
I don't want to get in trouble,
Yeah,
dude.
like you can't be.
You have a
playing-
fucking 40-foot tower on my goddamn chimney.
Just keep it. in
Your
like a-
mom doesn't know nothing about
Keep it
it.
in like a 6-block radius, man.
And make sure this basement's fucking spotless.
He was just
dude.
like, yeah, I turned some knobs and some dials, and it made it look good. And my dad was like, good.
Good.
It's like,
Did you read the story about how like his mom would make him clean the basement, like mop the floors,
yep.
and then like made him, he'd mop the wall, everything, and like his mom made him redo it because she found a little dust on top of the door.
Yep.
You know, like I'm sure his pops was just like, hey, dude, I've been living this my whole fucking life, dude. Like, make sure the basement's clean, and fucking turn down your radio. God damn it, dude. I'm not about to be in fucking Sturgeon Bay and want your mom to hear you fucking talking on the goddamn shit. Like, dude, like, what the fuck? we're on vacation, we hear your ass fucking, hey, welcome to fucking WHDA, man. You know?
Dude, I want to read
What a fucking genius.
one of my one of my favorite blurbs in this book. Okay, here we go. So this was when Doug first started being on all night television, started to get eyes on him.
Yeah.
Really starting to get, some exposure. And he was starting to get a lot of he was starting to get fan mail, good and bad. And a lot of it got pretty bad. He says about this fan mail and about people calling him out on things he's never done, saying I saw this guy there, he was doing this. He's like, I was never there. I don't know why this guy would say that about, just getting this crazy the trolls, the first form of trolls this guy was dealing with. And he goes on to say, I didn't understand. Why was this happening to me? This stuff spooked the hell out of me. It spooked me so much that I did something I never dreamed I would do. I was going to quit the show. It was hard to swallow for me, but I scheduled a meeting with the station's GM to tell him of my decision. In the meeting, I sadly explained that I had made a mistake and why I didn't want to do the show anymore. The general manager sat back in his big fat chair, I'm the boss chair, and maintained a confident and amused smile. He sat patiently and listened until I finally wrapped it up with...
Can't you picture it? Can't you picture the man sitting in that chair?
Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that smile many times. He sat patiently and listened until I finally wrapped it up with, I don't want to do this show anymore. I quit. Now it was the GM's turn to speak. His eyes squinted and locked onto mine. He very slowly leaned forward in his big fat chair, folding his fingers together while resting his elbows on his immaculate big fat desk, and says to me, did you know our weatherman is a pervert? Did you know Ray Wheeler, our news anchor, is having an affair with our noon show host? I wish I could have seen the look on my face when he told me that. My jaw dropped. No, I never knew that. He explained how none of this was true. If you're going to be successful, you'll always have people that will not like you. People that will hate you and be jealous of you. Hate mail is a part of the price of being successful. I totally trusted him. He coached me to go back out there and not to worry. He assured me that I have the entire TV station standing behind me. If anyone accused me of anything, they'll sue them for slander. Just a cool thing for a guy to be
and humble. It's a humble, listen, motherfucker, dude, you're not the only, and that's so, true to the day, even if you're not that successful, even if any time you're successful, there's going to be somebody who is jealous of it, maybe.
Of course.
Or just wants to bring, just wants the havoc, wants the fucking drama of it.
People love throwing stones at a glass house, or anything
absolutely,
glass,
man, yeah. And there's got to be somebody there to put you back on your feet and say, hey, dude, you're not the only one with glass windows getting rocks thrown at it.
Like this guy,
toughen up, dude.
Faced it.
Yeah.
He's all right. We got his back.
Yeah.
We got your back.
You chose your success. Fucking stay tough. Do it.
Yeah.
Dude. And that's the fucking man we know.
Yeah. Just a cool story of a guy being, totally vulnerable and being man. And it would, even if it wasn't, it hits more home because it is a guy we know and a person we respect very much. But just to hear a story like that where a guy sit back and he's listening to a guy freak out.
Oh yeah.
And
dude, the way he explains the story, I can picture sitting back, leans forward in his big fat chair, crosses his fingers. I can fucking see it. I can see it. I've seen it.
Right.
I have seen it myself.
Yeah.
And the way he said it, it's just you're not getting any more truth from that man. I tell you that much, dude. fucking suck it up, dude.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah,
it was a
dude,
cool.
and that's why I love this book. Like, it's a lot of at home shit.
Yeah, a lot of stories that hit close to home, and a lot of stories that, I don't want to say, what's the, there are stories in here that obviously we're connected to just by the people we know, and it gives you a sense of pride, I guess, a sense of like, I've had some of those lessons like put down on me at times, and I'm not even as smart. Like, I don't, in my head, it's like I don't deserve some of the lessons that I've got, but I've got them, and the same guy's got them, or stuff like that. Just little things like, and that's a selfish way to look at the book. I understand that.
Not
because
selfish, but like, I mean, this guy Doug, when he did so much shit at such a young age.
Right.
Where, like, I mean, I feel like the lessons he learned, he probably learned a lot younger than a lot of people.
Right.
And maybe the people he learned them from, we learned those lessons young because we were already around. But, like,
Sure.
so hearing him say it, like, it's understanding, but at the same time, it's like, I can't imagine doing half the shit this guy
Right.
has done at the age he did it at. And having to hear it at the age, you know, like, getting hate mail at such a young age and, you know, being accused of shit. Like, it's probably scary, terrifying.
Dude, I've never, like, we've done 46 episodes of the show.
Yeah.
We've never got a single person be like, fuck you guys. Like,
I've never gotten a star on a podcast. So.
Well, we have.
Oh, we have, yeah.
But, like,
But
I think the only, I think we had one of our YouTube videos had, like, one dislike. And I was like, what the fuck? How could you dislike? What the You know, I'm like, well, just bump.
To me, I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if if we had people starting to good or bad, like if we had the tens of people who listen to this show and half of them commented great shit and half of them commented horrible shit, I would be like, oh my God,
What the fuck is
there's
going
like 5 people who hate me. Like, shit. What am I doing wrong with my life? But
See,
this
to me,
guy's got
I'd kind of-
he had
yeah.
fan mail all day.
Yeah. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I think if we got 5 dislikes, I'd be like, there's fucking 5 people listening to this goddamn
Yeah,
show. That's pretty
5
dope.
people But
And they listen enough to dislike it. That's pretty cool.
they listened close enough to hate what we had to say.
I mean, come on. We got enough shit for people to be like, hey, what the fuck you guys talking about?
Well, and that's just the thing. It's like, I mean, but this guy was getting it I mean, someone could have hit dislike instead of like on accident and not even realized it. And we're like, oh shit, what the fuck? But this guy's like, he was like, we got bags of mail.
Yeah,
Most of it was bad. And it's just like, jeez.
yeah. Like
I would want to quit too.
The postal office had to drop off a fucking bag.
Bag of mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, just a guy who I don't think it can be undersaid enough that this man was on just the cutting edge floor of television. I mean, he was a part of a TV station that was huge in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And then cable TV came along and completely shut not the station down, but his programming down because he was just drowned out. And then he was on I'm just getting to the part where he's starting this home video shopper.
Yeah.
Which is basically QVC and
HVS.
Just kind of knowing the history of it, I know that gets shut down eventually at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see how the story goes. But obviously, family ties, I know eventually it gets shut down or pushed to the side or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. So
But it's also a very big step in
but a
his
huge
career.
step, like
very
and,
big step
and
in
just
his
in
career.
television in general, like
Yeah.
to be a part of. I mean, he drew up his own video production set that the way he wanted it, and then it came to fruition.
And the cool part is like he praises, the man we very well know for like his success, like
right.
And that's what's cool about this book is like I mean, for me personally, like a man we know very well, like he gives him a lot of credit, and he says a lot of like a lot through the book, like, you know, I think I loved this man, like this man. I don't know if you're there yet in the book, but like praises like this. He paved a big path in my career.
Right.
After everything I went through and failed, maybe not necessarily failed, but got pushed out of, like, he kind of built me back up and put me back on this big pedestal, and like,
right.
It's crazy. I don't know.
This guy was just like born in the wrong generation almost or something, you know?
I feel like it'd be even worse if he was in the fucking generation we're in, man.
That's so true.
You know what I mean? Like,
he was born in the right generation. He was born in the right
hate
generation.
Mail was bad then? Yeah, dude. Like,
dude, that's true. He was born in the right
he would've been
generation.
shut down quick.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like some of the ideas of like I just got to the part where he wanted to create like his own Dick Clark's like all night dance thing, and I'm like, once someone's done it, man, you don't try to redo it. Just you let them do it, and I don't, and that obvious. That's me knowing what I know now in terms of television. And like you don't try to do something that someone's already done. I feel like
back then it was just like, fuck, dude. Like maybe that's the first. I can do it better though.
Exactly.
You know?
So that was like his way of being like, oh, okay, like innovating. Like, oh, I see what he's done, but I bet you we could do that for like a local market.
Yeah.
Or we could do it. I can do it better.
Yeah.
But couldn't
because
he's not. Everyone knows Dick Clark's name. But
yeah, exactly.
But
son of a
but
bitch.
stuff like that is just so interesting in terms of like being intelligent enough to do those type of things, to be that close to making it huge. Like he was a local celebrity.
Yeah.
And it just never fully materialized the way that like everyone hoped it would, including himself, including the TV stations, the producers, the GMs,
But he found his niche.
And that's the super interesting thing, is that a guy who was smart enough to be right there, right on the edge, and just on the edge of innovating to the point that could have changed the way humans looked at television. I mean, they were trying. They weren't just like, well, I don't know, it's TV. We just put the news on and then that's it. You turn it off and then you're done.
Yeah.
No, they were like, well, what else could we do?
Well, that's like the whole HVS, home video shopping. Like, I don't think people really realize, like, that wasn't a fucking thing.
No, yeah.
Like,
QVC wasn't
it was not a fucking thing.
Right.
And, I mean, the man upstairs was a guy who started a very large thing and gets very little credit for it, and this guy was able to learn from him. Like, I don't, like, it's crazy to think what the person who grants us this opportunity it did. That we're very fucking large things that we see every day. We're like, how many hours waking up at 3 a.m, falling asleep on the couch, and waking up to fucking shopping ads, you know?
Right, yeah.
24/7
infomercials. When they were describing it, like, one of them was like, it was just houses. Like, real estate agents who were listing these houses just had videos of, like, walk through houses and like, if you wanted to buy this house, call this number.
And it was like, the thing was like, who wants to fucking watch commercials all day?
Right.
But now look at like it's a huge, it's a worldwide thing.
Yeah, it's just,
was it a thing before?
No, but there.
It's like putting water in bottles.
Man. He said some good ideas, man.
Man,
Said some good ideas.
he's a fucking smart man.
No one listens.
No one fucking listens.
I would have listened. I would have bottled that shit.
I would have bottled that shit.
I would have bottled it up.
Are you kidding me? Huckleberry fucking
Call
water.
Huck's water.
Huck Springs.
Huck Spring.
Huck Springs.
Huck Springs.
Huck Springs. Man.
Dasani. Get out of here.
Dasani, that fucking poison.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no Huck Spring. Ain't no thing but a Huck
Man.
Spring, baby.
Ain't no thing but Huck Spring.
Oh, catchphrases.
So yeah,
we're reading a book.
Man, we're reading a book. So you're have you read through chapter 10?
Nah, right up to 10.
Right up to 10.
I'm
okay.
at 10.
I'm
Yeah.
just about to 10. So what do you want to read to for next week? Do you want to get to chapter
15?
Chapter 15 would be... Yeah, we can make chapter 15, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Page 141, chapter 15. So that's like 30 pages.
Yeah.
It ain't bad.
Yeah, chapter 15.
Yeah, it's like 50 pages, but... Nah, yeah, it's about... Yeah, chapter 15. All right, chapter 15 it is. We'll get up to chapter 15. We'll talk about it next week. If you would like to read along with us and you want to get a copy of the book, My Reality TV Show by Douglas R. Heim, reach out to the HUA crew. Reach out to us.
Yeah, man.
Reach out if you know us personally. Shoot us a text. Give us a call. If you don't, reach out to us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on there.
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. Hey, I need a book.
Yeah, we'll get it to you.
We'll get it to you.
It's a good, especially if you're a local person. It's awesome because you'll be able to kind of stay touched to what's going on.
Yeah, you'll really
But
be able to
if
relate.
you're not
to
a
the
local
stories.
person, I mean, this guy, it's a book. It's a good book, and it's an easy read. But it's like you're getting told a story. It's a good shitter book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a shit, read a
Yes.
couple pages.
Because the stories go quick.
Yeah. Real quick.
I don't want to say each story has its own little cliffhanger, but some do. And you go,
he sets up a lot of cliffhangers that are like very could be very minuscule, but like some are big, but like he sets them up. He makes you wonder.
Yeah, I think he sets up one right in the beginning about
100. Yeah, I
about
just
how,
figured out that one.
Like he was
Earliest memory.
2 weeks old in his bassinet cradle, and there was some crazy scary monster face
surrounded
looking
by
at
white
him.
walls, and
then you find out he sets it up, and you find out like 7 chapters in what it is.
yeah,
and
and
you
it's
go,
just like what?
that. Oh, okay.
That was it. Okay.
That makes sense that would freak out a 2-week-old. Yeah, okay.
And it's not in like necessarily like not big things, but like his cliffhangers are just funny. Like he always sets it up like, like, oh, I learned how to do this, but I'll tell you why that's important later on. And
Right.
then you learn later on, and it's just like it makes you laugh. Like it's like what? Why, dude? Like it's not okay.
So I have.
Keeps you reading, man. Keeps you reading. Like I think last week, I think you were on like chapter 8. I was on like chapter 2, and I was like, fuck, I better bust out this book. I started reading like 40 minutes later. I'm chapter 10.
Yeah,
it wasn't like I was reading just to get there. Like I started reading to get there, and then it was like, oh, okay, now I want to read. I want to read. Yeah,
You just roll through
and
it.
it's an easy, fun. It's a fun read. It's interesting, and there's pictures of like the times he has and like the things he does, and
Yeah, dude, like when he had his pirate radio station, and he's being like interviewed on television, and he doesn't want to show his face, so he grabs a diaper and puts it around it. He like cuts a hole in a diaper,
yeah,
and it's like a diaper,
yeah,
like,
and it looks dumb as fuck.
there's just these fucking goofy ass pictures of him in a diaper. And you're like, what the?
Yeah, it's good.
This
shit.
dude is just interesting and just
Interesting, dude. I can't wait to have him in the studio.
I can't wait either, man. But so do you have any like questions off the top of your head that you've thought about while reading that you were like, I want to ask?
I mean, my biggest thing is how he kept his confidence in himself. Like, it always seemed, no matter what he succeeded or failed in, he always believed that he could. When he applied for that job at a young age. He was like 13, and he applied for that DJ job, and that guy got it in ahead of him, and he just wanted to sabotage this guy's job because he believed that this guy was terrible and he could do better. Like the confidence in himself that he had. Like, to me, it was like, how do you, at a young age, how did you grow that confidence? Was it your mom telling you were stupid all the time? Was it like the belief, the quiet encouragement your dad had? Was it your brothers showing all their shit to you? Or like, how the fuck did you just constantly believe in yourself that you could do better and better and better and better and better? I mean, that's one of my biggest questions. Like, I could never imagine my mom telling me, like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You'll never be more than this.
Even
and always wanting to tell my mom what I'm doing good at, knowing that she's gonna put me down. Like, I just, it's amazing that the confidence in, like, he believed in his success always, to the max, to the fucking fullest. He always, like, if he had an idea, he did it big, and he put his money into it. Like, he didn't give a fuck. Like, so I don't know.
No, that's a great one. Yeah, keep confidence in yourself. I mean, so so many questions just about like your employees partying at your house. Like, what we said earlier. Like, what was like you just said you blew a nut. You busted. You blew a nut just yelling at everyone. Like, okay, but a week after that, and you had to deal with your employees. Like, what was that like?
Yeah.
Or hanging out with, like, dealing with your wife. Like,
yeah,
what was that like? Like, knowing like she was hanging out
but
with.
we're only on wife 1.
Yeah, like
out of 4.
He's such a brilliant guy, but then in some aspects,
such a brilliant guy who believes he's so stupid. He always says that. He's like, I'm not that intelligent. Where it's like, dude, what do you mean you're not that intelligent? He says that so much in the book. Like, I'm not the smartest guy. Where it's like, all right.
But I mean, we could all say that in a way. I mean,
yeah,
he wasn't that smart in some aspects of life.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
He could watch his mother cook, but didn't know how to cook. Yet he could
build a camera.
He could build a movie projection camera.
Yeah,
out of any just spare parts that weren't even
aluminum fucking cans and shit out of a dumpster. Yeah.
And then he could watch football with his dad, but not pick up any of the positions. But then know how to run a camera perfectly, or know how to draw something like perfectly just off seeing it once.
It makes it amazing to know what the fucking human brain can intake, and like, I don't know.
And and for whatever it's worth, it makes you feel like there are amazing people out there who can do more amazing things than I will probably be able to do, right? Like, I'll never be able to draw my own TV production studio and then see it come to fruition.
Yeah.
But also, I could watch my mom cook bacon and cook it perfectly.
Yeah.
Where he could watch someone make bacon.
You're as smart as the smartest human, just in a different way. It's fucking crazy.
So it makes you feel like, all right, like, there are people as intelligent as him out there, but he can't do some of the shit I can do.
like the small shit.
Like, all right. You be smart,
You can't
man.
cook pasta, but you can make a camera. I can cook pasta,
You be in charge of TV and radio stuff, and I'm just gonna enjoy what you are in charge of.
Yeah, and you enjoy my food, man.
And it really makes you feel not. I don't know the word because it's like God, I sound so dumb.
No, not dumb. It's. I mean, at the end of the day, it's
Like we all wish we could be that smart, right? We all wish we could be that gifted at something, but then also you see the flip side. He shows you the flip side of his.
Yeah. Everybody always wishes they could be as smart as the smartest person, but then realize like, well, I'm smarter than this person in this way. Like,
in some
you know,
way. Exactly.
they're very smart at this, but like they can't. They're not nearly as good as what I'm doing at this. You know, like
Right.
everybody's smart at their own ways. Everybody looks at intelligence and like just numbers and being able to figure out these crazy things where it's like, okay, well, yeah, they can do that, but they can't do this. Like.
Yeah.
The simple things. Maybe the simple things. What we think
Quote,
the simple
unquote.
things. Yeah. I mean, that he kind of puts it in a nutshell for everybody where it's like, what really is intelligence? Everybody has their own intelligence.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't put together a fucking goddamn camera, but I can make a piece of wood look
Yeah.
like a piece of glass. You know what I mean?
And
like,
that's what's great about this book is it makes you feel like you're diving into a genius's brain, but he's also making you feel about as normal as you can feel reading it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's a good fucking two-way. It's a two-way street.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
there
awesome.
you go. It's good two-way street of
Yeah.
you're picking a genius's brain, but then the genius is also going, I'm pretty dumb
Yeah.
in a lot of areas that you're probably not.
Yeah. Who's really a genius?
Not me.
Yeah, me neither.
But
either is he. He doesn't know how to
Neither
fucking
is he.
cook, or he doesn't know what a linebacker is. I could have fucking ran that goddamn camera.
I could have cooked them bacon and told them what the linebackers were all at the same fucking time.
Could have used us right next
Coulda
to him.
fucked.
You know what I mean? God damn.
What a book.
What a fucking book. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. How deep we get now?
Let's see here. So that's our monthly challenge. We're reading a book. We're coming up with questions to ask the author. And it's already 11:43.
Yeah.
We got to start. We got to wrap some stuff up. We got to make this quick here. I mean, the meat of the show is the weekly and monthly challenges. We got through Kärel versus the dictionary. We got through a Christmas fact.
A beat
We
for
can-
the Christmas rap.
God, yeah. Kärel freestyled for the Christmas rap. We get into the joke of the week, mental health talk, and Packer talk. We got three things quick.
It's
Joke
like
of the week
3
won't
in the
take,
morning type of schedule.
Joke of the week won't take long. Mental health. We can save mental health
yeah,
for
let's
next
save it.
week,
Let's save it.
and we'll just quick touch on Packer talk. I mean, we don't. There's really nothing too.
You want to end it with the joke of the week?
We could end it with the joke of
Yeah.
the week. I'm cool with
And
that.
Come back with a heavy pack talk.
Yeah, because I mean it's the bye week for Packers. I mean,
Come back after a good, hopefully Packers.
yeah,
win.
we played well against the Rams a few weeks ago. We lost to the Vikings. But we're not really even at full strength yet.
Yeah.
So we will. I like that. We'll wrap it up with a Christmas themed joke of the week.
I like that.
And we'll get out of here. I think we'll get back to Packer talk, mental health talk next week.
Yeah, man.
Hey, here we
End it with a
go.
joke of the week. Yeah.
We're gonna end it with a joke of the week.
Christmas joke of the week.
Christmas joke of the week. Oh, where was it? It was. Ba, ba, I got a good list here. All right.
All right. Episode 47. Joke of the motherfucking week.
The joke of the week. We're going to wrap up the show on the joke of the week. What's the most disappointing thing for a man on Christmas morning?
What is that?
When he gets a sweater, but he's hoping for a screamer or a moaner.
Oh,
That's the joke of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, that's the show, folks.
Episode 47.
Episode 47. Man, we did it. We're back. We were back.
Back at it.
We're done. We'll be back next week.
Hey, Doug Heim book.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good
And
one.
we're
My
gonna keep
reality
reading it.
TV show. Shout out Deca Polinario. Shout out Doug Heim. Shout out Maximilian. Shout out Seamus Johnson at the cock. What a douche.
That motherfucker.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us.
Can't read one book.
No. Shout out Kiwana.
Seamus has never tried something he's never done before.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.
Hey.
I'm going to go to sleep.
Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week. Can't
Episode
wait.
48 coming in hot.
48, man.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into it.